Yep.
802.
Where do I have to go? Where the hell's my homepage? Oh, there we are.
Hello, Bob Casey and B Mac.
Bob. Big Bob. He'll be out here too, Art.
What's up, Bob? Brian.
Brian, what you doing?
We are live. Yeah, welcome to Above and Beyond Drones.
You pay him to do that, Jim?
He loves doing it.
With our,
Okay. I'll
our
just say
host,
it.
Jim.
Grabbed the bull by the horn.
Matt.
Took on the responsibility.
And where does Adrian always puts? In 3 different spots on his video, it says StreamYard. So, geez, what are you doing, man? He's got it in the top right, the top left, and then the bottom right. That's got to make it hard to edit.
Yeah.
If he edits them, I don't know. Where's Carlos? Carlos will pick on him for that one.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know something I wanted to talk about, Matt? Am I late to the ball game here? Before we get into that nonsense, I was looking at this and I really like it. This is the BlackMagic Micro Cinema Camera. It's a Micro Four Thirds, just like the X5S. When they put it out, I didn't know.
I've seen talk about it. I haven't really seen much more than these photos of it. I feel like it's kind of the same as the Evolve. If you've seen that one.
Yeah, I saw it at the Evolve, I saw it at CES, is only a 12 megapixel camera. They never came through with the 20 megapixel one.
Well, I thought the Evolve 2 does have that.
Nope.
No?
Nope. They wrote me back and said they couldn't get their engineers to get it done.
Wait a minute, Jim. I thought you said they were coming out with like 2 different types of cameras, a standard and a pro for the Evolve.
The Evolve 2.
The Evolve 2, excuse me.
And it was supposed to have the 12 megapixel and the 20. And they have not put out the 20 megapixel, and they emailed me and said they couldn't put it out. The engineering team. But this thing is pulse width modulated and S-bus and all of that. We can put that right into our controllers. Look at that son of a bitch. 16 stops of, which is better than the X5S has only. It has 12.8.
Yeah, but that thing's probably so stinking expensive. You can buy a house.
Oh, hell no. This is $995. The DJI X5S is what, $2,100?
For this camera?
Yeah.
From BlackMagic?
Yep.
And it's compatible with the gimbals on the Evolve or any other drone platform, Jim? Do you know this?
It's a Super 16. No, I just saw it tonight myself.
Oh.
Wait a minute. I'm seeing a full HD sensor. Maybe that's why. I'm not seeing a 4K. That doesn't make any sense. It's got a 1600 ISO, which is the top on the X5S in EI mode, which means exposure index for anybody who doesn't know. How can it have RAW and all this and not be 4K?
I don't know.
Because I use the Olympus lenses on the X5S, and they're great.
Cool.
Huh, that's interesting.
So, Jim, break it down for me, because this, I'm going to be honest, is the first time I've ever seen this. So it looked like something you can put on even a Cinelift, one of those Cinelifters, FPV.
Yeah. And they show it.
It's pretty compact, like a Session 5. What's that sound?
That's the popping. I don't know. Art, is that you?
Nope.
Dre.
Uh-oh, we're echoing. Hey, Dean.
Ray.
Howdy, folks. Yeah. That's probably me then.
No, I think it was before you came in.
No, it was before you came in.
Ray.
So it's either me, Matt,
Still got an echo?
Jim, or
I don't
Echo.
know.
I don't think it's
No.
me.
hello.
We're
Hey,
good.
Jim.
Hey, what's
Oh,
up?
Kenny.
Hey, Dre, Ray. Ray and Dre. That's cool.
I don't believe it was me.
Hey, Art. Hey, Al.
So Rick Halbert.
Hey,
Jim.
Dre.
Oh. Oh, that's a bad echo.
Yeah, I think it's
Hey, what's going
Ray.
on, Al?
I'm on mute.
How's that better?
Let me see.
Okay. Is
I'm
that
muted.
better?
It's not Ray.
Okay, I think we're good.
Unmute, yeah. Come on, unmute him.
Was it me? No.
No, it wasn't you. We were talking before there was no echo.
John Days, what's up?
Sorry about that,
Hey,
guys.
Ray Kelly. Dre, how you doing?
So,
Hey, Kenny.
did you see
Social media.
everybody's FPV, DJI FPV videos?
I did see it. Anybody on this panel getting one before the questions shoot up?
Matt
Matt's
already
getting
ordered
one.
one. Yeah.
I ordered mine at 9:02.
Matt, I would be one of those that would want to venture into it, but I have the V1 goggles, and I have other quads that I fly. If the camera was like a Osmo 2 mounted on there and something different, and it offered a little bit more than what the V1 has, the goggles, I probably would have done it. But I'm happy where I'm at. I would love to fly that thing. It looks top notch.
Well, did you see Joshua Bodwell's video? 12 minutes in, he crashed it in the tree. Didn't look
I've
like
not
a hard
seen it.
hit. And it broke the arm. Right
Hey,
where
Dean,
we
what's up?
were at. He crashed it in the tree. Didn't
I
look
still
like
see
a
her
hard
echo.
hit. And it-
Wow, I'm fucking muting.
Dre, where are you at now? In the garage?
I'm in the garage.
Yeah, that's my home. Now we don't hear it.
Is it me?
No, it's not you. Hey, Kenny. Yeah, so he showed it. It's got a 10-minute hover time. Everybody else was saying 7 to 8 minutes if you're flying like you're, flying like you stole it. If you put it into that manual mode, which you got to go through the menu to get to, which is good. Because if someone like me gets that thing, I got to stay, I'll crash it.
Stay in the beginner mode for a bit
Yeah.
until you feel comfortable. I think they have an actual simulator on the goggles, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
On the V2s and
No V2s. Yeah, Matt, you probably know more, but I haven't really versed myself in it. I've had no expressed interest in it at all.
Well, you guys all know you can go and get the DJI, the video game thing. You can put on your computer and plug your
Right.
controller in and pick whatever drone you want and practice with. I mean, that was invaluable to me because I went from Autel X-Star to the Phantom 4 Pro, and they fly completely different. And I wanted to make sure that I boned up on my abilities with the Phantom 4. And, well, I've replaced the body on the Phantom and the camera. Yeah, I crashed it a lot. Less than I did my Autel, but, without having that little program to help out, get a little bit of stick time in, and you can't, especially here in Ohio when it's colder than crap out, you don't want to be outside flying around, But, yeah. I mean, I'll do the same thing. I mean, this FPV thing, I'll freaking crash the crap out of it. I'm sure I will.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun.
Yeah,
Did you get? I was going to ask him if he got the carry fresh. Sorry, Jim.
go ahead, bro.
No.
Matt, did you get? No, you didn't. Okay.
And that's up to $319. I think there's $100 plan, but then it goes up to $319. If I guess normally you can get up to 2 drones, right?
I was going to ask how many drones repaired with no payment.
As it turned out, Joshua had 2. Because after he broke the one, he shows the other one. And it was exactly what we were talking about. It was the arms of the camera. Arms of the drone. Now he did. Now Joshua said this, and he knows more than us because they gave it to him. They said they're gonna in the future make it so the front camera module is user replaceable, and the legs, which should have been plug-in legs to begin with, instead of the thick cable strap like the Mavic 2 Pro. Because now you got to replace the whole arm, motor, ESC, all that nonsense, instead of just a plug-in that's been out for years.
Right.
It's a different flight experience too, right? I think the expos are different on that when you go to manual mode. Because on my drones, on my quads, I fly acro mode, and I know somebody mentioned how it's different than their acro mode. I would love to fly it. I wouldn't want to pay for it, but I would love to fly it.
You can go in and adjust the gains on it too, and Joshua showed it. That at the regular mode and then sport mode, and this thing wants to return to home at 25% battery, but with a 7 to 8 minute flying time, and it wanting to return to home at 25%, what the hell is that? And you're down to 5?
Well, that's probably the default return to home. You could probably change it, I'm sure.
Yeah,
you're going to have to.
You can adjust it.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
But they're touting a 20-minute flight time.
Joshua got 10 hovering it.
Yeah,
Where's
but hovering
20 minutes.
I mean, hovering it does use a little bit more just to sit in place. I mean,
the vortex wash, yeah.
Manual mode is tops out at 87 miles an hour. That's smoking. Fastest I've gone is 74. On that behind me, I bought that from Dobo, and that was 4S.
Fastest I've gone is 62 according to air data, and that was on the Inspire 1 with the wind behind its back.
Yep, I got one up to 64.
I think you can fly that with confidence. That one up there, I fly it, but probably not with that DJI confidence. You know what I mean? I'm sure when you fly that thing in beginner mode and you start to advance in a few months, when you start flying manual, you're going to get some unreal footage.
I would call him Bardwell a pretty well advanced flyer, and I was surprised to see him clip that tree. Wasn't a hard clip.
I got to watch that
video.
No, I didn't see it.
It's 12 minutes in.
Gotta watch.
What's up, Carlos?
Wish I could show it, but I can't. Wish it was one of yours. Carlos is in the green room.
You can back me out if you want. That's cool. I'll come in
I
and
can
out.
back up because my drink's empty.
Oh, I like that. I was just thinking the same.
Refresh your drinks, I'll switches in and out.
Okay.
Carlos.
Good evening, drone nerds. What's up?
Everybody and their brother has their
What's up,
DJI
Carlos?
videos up.
Yeah, it was.
Well, that's the
I'm
name
not
of the
interested.
game.
I haven't even seen one yet. Complete. I saw drone worships. That was an interesting.
This new
review.
FPV not for me. I'd be crashing it all over the place.
No, because you fly
All you
it
do is
first in regular mode, and then you get used to it. But I wouldn't buy that for a first, as we discussed earlier, a first FPV drone at all.
$160 batteries, brother.
Yep, that's crazy.
So if you get because there's two editions, right? Isn't there, or there's one? There's a Fly More combo. Is there a standard combo or standard kit?
Well, Matt said the Flymore combo wasn't available when he went at 9:02 a.m. and bought his. They released it at 9 o'clock this morning.
Eastern Standard Time or China
I think
Standard
it was.
Time?
I think
So
it was,
he's in Ohio.
good point, Joe. I would say it was Eastern, wasn't it? It was released in New York or something like that at 9 a.m. Am I wrong? That's what I read somewhere. I could be
I
wrong.
know it was 9 a.m., but Matt is in Ohio. So
Matt's the only one getting it that we know of so far.
Oh, no. Billy Cow put out a video this morning. Also, he's had it for a couple of weeks.
Billy who? Kyle?
Yeah, Billy
No,
Cow.
I'm talking about
us
us regular people.
20-minute flight time is not realistic. He got about maybe 12 to 15 max on the cruise mode, and then if he went to manual mode, he might get barely 8 to 10.
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
If you want to fly any decent amount of time in acro mode, you're gonna have to spend another $600.
Oh yeah.
And how do these charge? Multi-charger, single charge, 1 hour charge? Anybody know?
They're an hour charge, and they do just like the Mavic 2 Pro does, one at a time.
One at a time. And I don't understand why they didn't go with the.
Thank you, Lauren. Lauren said you can buy just the drone or the Fly More combo.
They should do the Spark. The way they used to do they do the charger for the Spark was you could charge 3 at a time.
Hey, if you can buy the drone separate, Britt, 2 questions. I know it probably doesn't. The V1 goggles, are they? Can they connect to it? Probably not.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
No,
I think that's the difference between
Who's
V1 and V2.
Who's verse?
I think
the V1 goggles. Are they?
The only difference between V1 and V2 is V2 picks up this drone, the new one.
It's 2.5 and 5.8.
So it's different.
On the V2.
Yeah, Lauren says no. So Matt's the only one. If he's in a green room, put him in for me, Jim.
No, he's not there.
No.
The well, I don't know. I'm just telling you what Matt said. That when he bought his, the Flymore combo wasn't available. No, 902. It couldn't have been sold out already. I doubt that. But anyway,
you really think it's going to sell?
Yeah, I think it's
it'll sell.
Really?
Carlos,
guys who want to jump
pick his up
FPV, they'll jump on it.
The FPV people aren't going to jump on that.
No, I'm talking
Carlos,
about you want to get into FPV.
Really?
You want to be like their buddies who don't know how to build.
That's not a FPV friendly drone. Look what happened with Joshua Bardwell. That should be the first thing to say. Maybe I don't want to get this to learn. He hit a little tree and it broke.
You wouldn't fly, Carlos, if given the opportunity?
I would try it, but I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Just curious.
I would try a Ferrari too, but I ain't gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I always say not the tree that breaks is the fall when it hits the ground.
Say again. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying it's not the tree that breaks, it's the fall when it hits the ground.
it's a damn fall.
Well, that's
Yep.
Well,
I
that's
couldn't
what
imagine
happens after
spending that kind of money and then crashing it.
Crashes usually mean you're gonna hit the ground.
It's a good thing he had 2 of them. Bardwell had 2 of them.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Question: what mode did he crash? I'm full of questions. I like to know.
It was in manual.
I want to know.
It was in manual mode.
Okay.
It does have sensors, Al.
Yeah, so if anybody buys it, don't go to manual mode till you feel completely comfortable.
Now
Flying
according to Billy
probably
Cow's
him flying
video,
FPV, it's
when you go to
different.
manual, it turns the sensors off.
It has to, otherwise you.
It has to, yeah. You can't power loop or split S.
I'll go near a tree. I'll go near a tree.
Well, here's the thing, and I agree with Dan. If you guys are already flying FPV, why
You wouldn't want to buy it. You would. It's not for FPV pilots, in my
No.
opinion.
It's for beginners who want to get into it.
I don't agree with that either. I think it's people that want to have that look. That's not an FPV price range for beginners. That's what I'm saying. That's the only reason I'm saying that, Trey.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that people will pay the money because it's DJI, first of all, and it has a safe mode, so you can go out there and be safe with it, and it has a sensor turn on to keep you from crashing unless you're just trying to be.
But you can do that with any drone.
True, right.
That's my point. So if it's an FPV person or if somebody wants to fly FPV, this is not the drone for them.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
My thing, if it don't make me no money, I don't want it.
No, there you
Bam.
go.
You said it right there.
Oh, it had auto bank
That
and
went off the tee
everything.
nicely.
Al, in its mode, it does the auto bank.
Yeah, just like our drone, or like a camera drone could do, or whatever one
FPV.
could do when you put it in FPV mode. I don't know.
Right.
It switches on. I tell you what, if I wasn't versed in beta flight, because I took the time to actually figure it out and buy my quads and know how to do that stuff, and not invest in the V1 goggles and the quads I have, I would have probably taken that plunge. Probably, but I've done all that, and I've been flying that FPV for about a year. So I haven't built a quad or done anything like that.
Al, do you like the FPV?
Hey, Matt.
I do like FPV. It is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun, Ray. It's very fun.
You said the Fly More combo wasn't available when you bought yours, right?
No.
Okay, so I didn't lie.
And let me be clear how I purchased mine.
You sound like Clinton.
I did not purchase it through. I did not purchase it through DJI. I knew that the website was going to be like right when it came on, so I had two screens open, one with the release and then the other on Amazon. And I was thinking, if it comes on Amazon, I'm going to buy the damn thing. And I refreshed it one time after 9 o'clock and hit buy now. And it had the only combo you could get with it was a battery, just one extra battery. So I bought the extra battery with it. No fly mode combo on Amazon.
So I wonder how long it's going to take you to get an extra set of batteries. No, DJI.
I think they actually
That'll be a battery issue.
Did you order extra props?
I did not.
You might want to.
Let me break it first. Let me have some fun.
Yeah, but once you break it, you want to be able to fly. Let's say you hit a tree and you just ruin a prop. You don't want to be doing just because of a prop. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
It's like having a cigarette without a match. You don't want that.
Yeah. And then as soon as you like if I broke it, what you said, Dre, is absolutely right. I'm not dumping out $2,000 for a toy. It's not going to make any money. There's nothing I can do with it,
Yeah, but we've all spent more money on dumber shit. Excuse me.
You're right, Matt.
My friend.
Matt, I completely
I don't know
agree
about
with Matt.
that.
How many of you are married?
Yep.
The divorce cost me more than anything.
Oh. Hey, listen. Like I said, I would have taken the plunge myself, but I'm flying
Chris, how you
FPV
doing?
and I like to bind and fly.
Dre,
One day I'll learn how to make my own.
do you fly your drones in sport mode at all from time to time? Just because?
No, I only mess around with sport mode.
How about you, Matt?
Yeah.
How about you, Ray? Sport mode at all? Ever? Ray Kelly? While he's getting that.
He's a minute behind.
While it's getting there, how about you, Al? You mess with sport mode, right?
Sport mode, yeah. When I'm working, yeah. When I'm going one side to another, I'm hitting sport.
Do you
mode.
ever use
That
sport mode
switch.
just for the sake of sport mode, just because you want to go fast, or no?
And I just use it to get to point A to point B, so I can take shots and move out of there. Time's money
Mm-hmm.
when I'm doing it. But no, outside of that, as a hobby flyer, no, I've never used sport mode.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't do it because I get overheating, which puts the ESCs, when they overheat in Florida sun, it automatically reduces the propeller speed.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
See, that I wouldn't even take into account because
I can't afford to play. Yeah, I can't afford to play around.
No, once I found out sport mode, what it did, that was it. Zoom. I think the top speed with the Mavic Air I hit was like 41 with the wind behind me.
That is fast.
Yeah.
Phantom 4 Pro, I think I hit in the 60s, low 60s, if I can remember. I would have to jump on.
Air
Now,
data.
have you guys ever
Yeah.
purposely put it in Addy mode for the sake of learning how to fly in Addy mode?
No, I put it in Natty mode to get better
To learn.
shots.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
smooth.
How about you, Dre?
Like I said, I trained with my old Phantom 3s, and I had a Phantom 2 for a while. That's why I learned on the Phantom 2.
So
I
that
had
didn't
enough
have
to
any.
know from that.
That has no GPS
No GPS.
hold. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the way to learn if you're going to learn, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right. You know what? I shouldn't say that. You have the opportunity to fly in stable mode, but it's good to know that if it fell out or for some reason you lost it, you can still control it.
But here's the thing, Carlos, if you're flying a camera drone like a Mavic 2 Pro, that doesn't have that feature. And a lot of people just started flying cameras, tracking drones with the Mavic 2 Pro or the Mavic 2 Zoom. So they don't have that opportunity to use that.
It's got return to home
That's in the-
too.
Oh, Return to
That's
Home
a
was
little
my
Phantom.
friend. Holy cow. The first time I lost my the Mavic Air, it was, I don't know where it was, and my phone went black and everything. I'm like, holy shit. I'm looking in the air. I couldn't find it. I'm thinking of all the excuses I'm going to tell DJI why I lost my drone. And sure enough, all of a sudden I hit. It's over my head. All I had to do was turn the phone back on and, restart the app. So it is pretty much idiot-proof.
One of the guys.
That is the
Indigo
scary
Rhino.
part when your device goes black and
Oh, man.
and you might see the drone.
And when you're new to the hobby,
Oh yeah.
One of the guys I saw,
Yikes.
they were flying their batteries and the goggles went dead because the battery charger pack that they give you wasn't enough to keep up with the 3 batteries. So the goggles did go dead. And then they had to take them off and, just bring it back home. But it comes with that hand motion. Do you get that, Matt, or is that an extra buy?
the Mavic Air had it.
That's extra.
Oh, it is?
Jim, I have a question. Can you do that hand motion again?
I'll leave that for Ron.
I thought you did this.
I did this. It's the fluidity.
I can't. I was looking at different
Oh, that
stuff.
one.
I seen
Oh.
this part of the corner.
It's like a fluidity ripoff type thing.
Aren't they getting sued for? Are they getting sued for that?
Yeah, I think they're in court because of that other company that made the other.
I heard that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, there's a company here in Melbourne, Florida that makes the Tomahawk, which looks like a fluidity type thing, but it's for military and commercial. So I don't know where that's going to go. Somebody's going to try and patent a design or some crap.
Did you ask the chat if anybody in the chat's getting it? I'm kind of curious.
Matt, have you ever put goggles on?
Yeah.
With what? No, with the regular drones?
Oh, whoop.
Oh, you have the Whoop. Which one did you get? Beta?
The Beta FPV.
You liking it?
Oh, God. I've already replaced everything on it.
Now, are you
Everything but the frame. I've replaced the camera, the board, all 4 motors, all 4 props, every screw in it, 1 or 2 times. I mean, I've got all these damn little boxes full of parts.
Yeah.
I
And
thought the
are
Vision
you
2.
recording? Sorry, are you
didn't-
recording the flights? Sorry, Jim.
What's that?
Are you recording your flights when you fly?
I did the first couple, but after that, I mean.
So it has a DVR in it?
Yeah, the
Oh,
goggles.
okay, that's what I was getting at. All right, Jim, sorry.
No, the versions 2s have the DVR in them?
The one he has, the Beta.
Oh. The FPV.
Well, let me ask you, do any of you have the DJI goggles currently?
Al does.
Well, can you run 2 sets of goggles on that? I mean, can they both pick up the ssame signal at the same time?
Oh, yeah. Anything 5.8 is 5. Isn't it all? Oh, no. Is it 5.8? The
It's
DJI
5.8.
goggles?
It's not 2.5. 5.8.
Okay.
The V1.
So if I had another set of the DJI goggles, someone else could.
I think with your V2 you can fly your analog as soon as it becomes compatible, like with an update. I'm assuming. I'm not very versed in what V2 can do in terms
In
of
2 goggles, see
logistics.
1 flight, Al.
What was that?
In 2 goggles, see 1 flight at the same time, I think is what he's asking.
Yeah,
Two
why
goggles.
not?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm just making clear. So then the answer is yes, Matt.
Okay. Well,
I didn't know that.
here's my idea with this thing. Of course, I'm a commercial pilot. This is going to be another tool in the toolbox. One of the things that a lot of people have asked me in the past is there any way for me to like view this at the same time you're doing it? And I have of course, the Phantom 4 and the Inspire, both with the HDMI extra port. So if I had the big loopy goggles, the DJI goggles, I could give them a flight around to see stuff. This is going to take it up to that next level. So this would be something where I could compete with my local pilot that gives people airplane rides and say, hey, if you don't want to actually get in this airplane with this crackhead, sorry, I can take
I've thought of that.
Ground.
I've thought of something similar, like, the
Let's see,
lemonade
hold on.
stand.
I don't think it's HDM.
I wanted to put a sign FPV rides for $1 and just see if anybody would actually take it.
That's
Take
exactly
a ride.
I'm thinking about doing that at our county.
But I
fair.
mean, you can use. They have.
The only way
just
I can.
monitors.
The only way I can connect this to HDMI is through through using my smart controller, and that's the only way you can do it.
Huh.
With the V1 goggles. I don't know about the V2.
Well, I'm talking about the old big flip down ones. Remember with the big.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, the toilet.
I thought you were saying using these. Or
I
your
think
V2.
there's a trainer mode on that because the big white ones you're talking about, right, Matt?
Yeah.
They have a HDMI.
Yeah.
They have an input in them.
Mm-hmm.
They have a few, I think. I had those. They were fun.
Everybody was saying they were too heavy in the front.
Well, they were a little awkward, but the effect was worth it for me at the time.
Now you have what goggles do you have that go over the glasses we discussed? The FX.
Now I have the FXT Viper. Yeah, those work. And that screen, you can just pop it out and use it as a monitor, Matt. You can buy the screen for $99.
Huh.
Oh.
FXT V2. Actually, Amazon sells it. I'll find the name. It's not under. Just look. You know what? In Amazon, type FXT V2 screen and see what comes up. It should be for $99.
Okay.
And it's 5.8 diversity, records, all that good stuff. I mean, it's not super high quality, but you'll get a picture.
What are you using for the picture? Are you using your own cell phone?
No, the
Okay.
screen.
Okay.
It comes with the screen. But what I'm saying is you can pull it out. And that one, Matt, the one that replaces actually has this little, what do they call the Shady Viper 2?
FXT Viper.
Replacing the screen. Or you can go to the FXT Viper website. They have it also.
No interest in updating your goggles, Carlos?
Not at this point, no. Maybe I was looking at the Eachine was it Eachine? Eachine V2, something like that, with the antenna that goes right out of it. I forget. It was supposed to be the best box goggle next to FXT.
You know what
have
they'll
no
be
interest
using,
in going
Dan? They'll be
digital,
using
no
crazy
digital.
glue.
Maybe. Say again, Jim?
They'll be using crazy glue to fix the arms on the damn FPV drone when they
Or
break
duct
it.
tape. Duct tape.
Hot glue, baby.
I don't know if hot glue is going to make it, but
Can you imagine that under the G-force?
Did you hear about that lady that put Gorilla Glue in her hair?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of her, Art?
You know, I'll look.
I get the shine that I want.
Probably.
I saw her on.
Hey, would that grow
for
hair
some
back?
reason, she got it shaved off.
No, they got it out of her hair.
They shaved it off, I'd heard.
No, I think they used acetone and
I was just going to say some kind of acetone.
Jesus.
But what was the purpose? You wanted to, punk rock
Oh,
look?
there she
Just
wanted
keep
that
trying to
extra
hold down her
hole.
edges.
Knuckleheads.
Yeah, her tail, right? She wanted to spray the tail. So I don't know.
It's people like that. They have to put little bags that have to say "do not eat" because people like that exist.
Yeah.
No, apparently she uses a spray glue on a normal base. I read the article.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like Gorilla Glue is sold in the beauty supply section.
Right. Right. How did she get her hands on it in the first place? Exactly.
That's where the stupidity is.
Or the
right there.
idea. This is a good idea. Let me put Gorilla Glue in my hair. Like,
Right.
I don't
hey,
know.
she had a problem. She found a solution.
Yeah, she thought she. Well, we know about solutions.
I used a plastic fork and tape
you
once.
think you'll be getting this from FPV? Art?
What?
Are you going to get it?
Oh,
It's
this
not ready
drone?
for the
Oh,
F
hell
in
no.
FPV. Are you kidding me?
I can't afford it. Okay, Jim, I found the picture.
All right. Pop it up. As soon as it, there we go. That's not.
There she
Yeah,
is.
it is her.
That's her.
Now, apparently she uses regular glue all the time. I forget the name of the glue. But no, it was a spray glue.
thought it was
Oh,
hairspray.
yeah, they do have a Gorilla aerosol glue.
Look at her scalp on that one above. I can just see the acetone melt in her hair. Oh my God.
Ah,
Buy me one to test. Who the hell? Joshua got two. I don't know if everybody who was a tester got two drones.
That almost looks like a doll, plastic. It's not real.
Yeah, I know.
That picture, so much makeup on there.
Let me switch Al back in. Al, would you use Gorilla Glue on your hair?
Hell no. But if it works for them, well, you know, who am I to cast stones? I'm not a prick.
You're not a prick?
That's
Not a
what,
prick. Do what you
Jim
will.
uses to hold down his hairpiece.
You ain't getting that, Art. That's Adrian only.
What is going on here? We start talking about drones, and it's to this.
If I get my million views, I will totally buy one with you for my earnings.
Who's that?
Dan,
For the
That's
FPV
the
drone.
Dan.
Oh,
I love that, Ron. Yep. Those people are job security, but the coffee is hot thing. I don't know. That's beyond stupidity. Let me buy you a hot coffee and bitch when it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jump off and let Ray in.
It's all right, Jim.
never ceases to amaze me what people are capable of. And some of these
So how
people
many-
are educated and smart.
So how many
Well,
FPV?
Yes, sir.
Carlos, all I can say, I would love to see you and Paulie flying this new FPV drone.
Not going to happen. It's not worth it.
Aren't you going to Florida? On this flight?
I don't think so. Because I'm thinking, nah. I'm good. When I go there, I'm going to just bother Mitch for 2 or 3 nights, 4 nights, and just fly. I don't want to go to a barbecue to Florida for a barbecue.
See, that's how you are.
Yeah. And then Art's going to be
be
there.
that way.
I don't know. I might throw him in the water or something.
Well, you got.
I'm just wondering how many drones
in
in the water.
wearing.
These Coke bottles, I'll find you.
Yeah.
I'll ask one of the kids to look for you. You're a prick. Anyway. Matt,
All right, so you going to that fly-in with Ray?
how soon
Yes,
before
I
we
am.
see a video? I'm looking forward to that one.
Yep.
Well, I get it on Thursday.
Oh,
If I
okay.
get the parts I need to fix it after crashing it on Thursday, maybe Friday.
You have an open field, right? You have
Oh, I
plenty of
have-
room?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, plenty of open space. But yeah, I'll try to get something posted this weekend.
We're looking forward to that.
Let me crash
I
it.
want to hear what you think. Your thoughts.
Mr. Mitch, old guy in a drone, is here. Hello.
What's up, Mitch?
I love the eternal money part of it, whether that be in the repairs. I mean, we talked about that way ahead of time. We knew that thing was plastic and it was going to break.
I'm just wondering how many times you could turn it in and still continue to get a drone without paying. Like, you know what I mean, Jim? If that makes sense. Like, if I buy the Carry Fresh, how many times can I crash it? 2 times.
On the normal one,
Correct.
no, I don't know, Al. The normal one says 2 times, but they said that the Care Refresh has stages. So I don't know what the $319 Care Refresh package really says. If they want,
The Evo 2 Pro had a Care Refresh. You bought into it, but yet when you crash, you had to pay like a $100 fee, like a deductible fee, in order to get that drone, the new drone.
that's
So
to
it just
keep.
seemed like there was, yeah, you know what I mean. So that you can I guess get another drone. So you paid more than what you were initially paying. That's my point.
Oh yeah, It all
doing,
adds
Mitch?
up.
Stevie said it. Capture life. What's up, Stevie?
2 times with care
Hey, doing,
refresh
Stevie?
as per the website.
Good now.
So it's the same then. Wow.
Matt Kunda says 3 replacements with 2 years. So there's another one.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's not up on this chat yet. All I got is
Hey,
the
Mel.
Good night, Ron.
hi Dan.
So I'm going to ask this question again since nobody asked it. Who in the chat is getting the FPV drone combo kit besides Matt in the panel? Kind of curious.
Matt's the only one that's buying it? Wow.
Wow, I'm shocked by that. Unless nobody's paying attention to me. If so, F all you guys. Bastards.
They're all talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Oh well. Thought I'd
There
try
is
to-
a small cost. Mike says there's a small cost to it.
Okay. Mike said he's getting the goggles.
I was
Thanks,
hoping
Mike.
you were going to get it, Al,
What was that?
and you'd be flying it out there. I was
No,
hoping you
I
were
have
going to
this-
get it.
This
You'd be flying.
5-inch right here, this 4S, I bought from Ken. I'm fine with that. And I got some Cinewhoops on the wall, and I got the V1 goggles. I'm happy. I'm not spending money on that.
Well, what I think, Al, throughout last year, especially end of last year, people got hit with so much with the Mini 2, the Air 2. It's like now, like I got to spend another $1,500, $2,000 on this thing, and I just spent several $100 on these other stuff.
Yeah, that and the
think-
remote ID, that whole stuff.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. There's nothing about that. It's almost like they just kind of push that in the back corner about the remote ID that's taking place in another 3 to 4 years.
Oh, I just got a thought. Jim, when this thing comes in, I'll trade you for that 210.
When what?
I think after a few months, you're going to see a lot of these new FPVs on the market for sale. You watch.
We were talking earlier, and
Put up Night Train's remark, Mike's remark. DJI Care for
the replacement or that one.
Well, that just means they've been refurbished if it's almost like new in performance and
No, you don't know what you're getting.
3 replacements, and you can have your product replaced. Is that so? That would be like a refurbished for the extra
Right.
cost.
a refurbished unit.
But you get actual 3 new ones because you're paying 300 and something ahead of time. You're betting on
Play
yourself.
close to $2,000 on
Yeah.
that Fly More combo and the Care Refresh. I'll tell you what, guys, if they come out with an Osmo 2 and you can mount that on the version 2 drone, the next reiteration of this, and the goggles are V2-ish like, and there's some upgrade to that, and I would take the dive. I would definitely take the dive.
What would you use it for, Al?
I'd fucking use it to fly it. That's what I use it.
Oh, so
Fly
not
the
to make
F out.
money. You'd use it to fly.
Yeah, that's why I would use it.
All right. And this is going to do something different than the ones you already have? Oh, just a
I
camera.
don't know. Carlos, I don't know these things.
It's
I don't have
shiny.
much life
I'd say
to
for me,
live, man.
Carlos-
You're Puerto Rican. You're supposed to think like I do. I just do it to do it.
Hey, Carlos, I know for me, I'm waiting on that Maverick 2 Advance, and that's money. That expands my business line.
There
Did
go.
you buy one, Dre?
Oh, I got one pre-ordered.
Nice.
What?
The Maverick 2 Advance.
I didn't even hear about that. What's advanced
Enterprise
about it?
Advance?
Oh, the Enterprise Advance. No,
Yeah, so
no.
that way I don't have to buy a Matrice 210 or 300.
Compact.
Are you getting it just for the infrared?
Mainly for the infrared, and plus I like the zoom. So if this whole deal that this guy's been talking to me about comes through, it's going to be great for cell tower inspections and power lines.
What state are you in, Dre?
California.
Nice.
I don't know. We got to see how that works against the EMI.
Yeah, well, I figure being an enterprise level, that's taken in place. That's what they're marketing it for, is for inspections of cell towers and plus the law enforcement and firefighter side of the house. So that's what they're advertising for. So they better have something built into it.
The Enterprise has these interchangeable, I don't know, whatever you want to put in, cameras, infrared, this, that, or no?
Well, the Matrice series has that. You can get it with different payloads and stuff for different cameras. But this Maverick Dual Enterprise Advanced has the built-in camera on it. It's supposed to be, I would say, close to the same level as the H2T 20T camera.
Which is the one that you were able to put a speaker on it, a loudspeaker?
Yes,
it was
will
an
have all
Enterprise,
those
right?
accessories: the speaker, the spotlight.
Okay. Yeah.
The same thing as the old one had, but it's got a better camera setup.
Gotcha. I thought that was pretty cool. You could put a speaker. I've been wanting to put a speaker in my car and tell people to get out of my way when I drive. It's illegal. Technically, I don't think you're allowed to do that. Ray, are you allowed to do that?
What's up, Brad?
He's a cop. He should know.
Put a what? Say that
A speaker in your car. Can you put a speaker like a loud, a loudspeaker like police have in your car, private vehicle?
Yeah, you can do that. You're allowed to. You just can't create a disturbance in the middle of the night. That's all.
Okay, cool. I'm here at night.
Doesn't every town have their own loudness ordinance?
Oh, actually, in New York, don't even bother calling. They're not going to come.
What?
They're not going to come for noise disturbance here in New York. Don't even bother.
They said that?
Yep.
Yeah. Too busy.
You kidding me?
Well, that's in Queens. Suffolk County Police still respond on noise complaints.
I hope so. But technically, you don't even have to open the door to these people. You can just keep noising.
Uh-oh. Matt said he broke the tiny hawk.
Hitting too many poles.
Is that true? You don't have to open the door?
Yeah, I don't have to open the door for the police. I could pretend I'm not home. I actually, the best excuse is it's too loud. I can't hear you. Am I right, Ray? If you come to my door, I don't have to open it technically, unless you have a warrant.
No, you don't. But if we think there's an emergency going down, we're going to break the door down.
Yeah.
Well, Matt's saying I'm not buying it
Better
for the
open the
FPV
door.
side.
Nah. You don't even have to let him in. I watch Law and Order, Ray.
We'll solve a full crime in an hour.
That's what you
Yeah. Sorry.
Nothing's funnier to me than that show, The First 48 Hours. They
Funny.
sit there and tell you, well, if we don't get this guy to confess, shut up, you idiots. Don't say that on TV.
Yeah, right? Giving the criminals ideas, ways out. Well, the criminal has a lot of rights these days.
Yeah. The best ones are when they go, I want to talk to a lawyer, and the detectives go, fuck.
Party's over.
No, they're still dumb enough to fall to the pressure.
Did you kill that guy? Yeah, I stabbed him 8 times.
But he stabbed him 6 more.
Yeah.
I'll rat on him.
But who stabbed him?
Did you see that last night? Yeah, I saw it. Really?
Actually, I was told how to hit somebody by a cop. He says, don't hit him and leave a mark. Get a pillow and then hit him. This way they can't. They don't, they have no proof. You know that, Ray? In the emergency room, my son was having an issue and there was some crazy guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Punch it with a pillow.
Hey, Ray, do you guys have an elevator in your station?
No.
We
used to have one in Long Beach. We had an elevator because we had a 6-story high headquarters.
Oh, yeah.
And
we did. We had an elevator.
The booking desk was in the basement. So you came in the tunnel, and between booking and going from the ground floor to the 6th floor, the elevator could go out.
That's nice. No emergency
people
power.
could fall. They could fall.
Oh.
Well, the elevator gets stuck or the lights go out, the power, whatever, then, a minute too late, turn the power back on.
I have a friend that says he has them handcuffed in the back seat, and if they get too loud, they go really fast and just hit the brakes. Bam! Right into the freaking glass. That'll shut them up.
How the hell did you break it?
NYPD finest.
Yep. Well, NYPD crooks are fine too, you know.
Hey,
I mean,
Jody.
I got cousins in there. I know all about it.
New York City crooks. The best scam I ever heard was somebody got their car stolen. It got returned with a letter in it with 2 tickets to the theater with an apology note. And sure as shit, the people went, and when they came back, they found their house robbed.
Jeez.
Can you imagine? They invested in a freaking scam. That was pretty good when you think about it.
That was good. All right, Matt.
I go for another one.
I'm on the chat here. I'm trying to entice a guy from Rhode Island to come to the meetup.
Michael Blade?
No, he's already coming. Him and his wife are coming. This is a guy in his group, his meetup group up there. He's going to be in Orlando too, Carlos.
Nice.
Hey, Jim, I'm going to bow out, partner.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Had fun tonight. You guys take care.
All right, Dre. Be
Good
safe.
night.
Take care, man.
Take care.
Yeah, Mike, you have those orcas, but they are expensive as hell, man.
They are. But they're supposed to come out with HD, aren't they? Like some type of update or some type of connectivity to it. Carlos would know more about it, man.
Actually, no, Mike more.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
FXT strictly.
Okay.
But I think I know there's a few features. There's one where if you put your head down, it beeps, gets you to put your head back up.
Oh, really?
I think you can stream live from them eventually or possibly.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Something like that. But the picture resolution is much better.
I like those live flies you do. You and these guys. I watch them. Sometimes I'm lurking. I don't say shit. I just listen and watch.
Yeah, then you got to type hello to everybody. It's much work. No, I'm kidding.
No, you're not kidding. I completely know what you're talking about, bro.
If I turn it on, I'll be watching something else or reading the manual and have the video running on the other side.
We had fun with Paul's. We had a good time. And it's just, you know what it is? It's the next best thing to going out and meeting up with people. You're flying with people, but in your own place. I'm waiting for it to get warm. I want to go up on the roof and try some crazy stuff.
How are you getting it so fast, Steve? She's gonna have the DJI drone tomorrow.
No.
Steve,
you don't have to tell me why you're getting it. You're getting it because you want to get it and you want to fly the F out of it. I completely understand that. If you got the funds to do it, do it.
We're talking about Steve Carpenter?
No, Stevie Bronx. From your part of town, from my
Bronx Steve.
What is live connection?
Oh,
Capture
Live.
He's going to create a whole world.
Carlos, read this chat.
I'm really
message.
looking forward to his video. He produces.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see.
No, I was diving and pulled it.
You're certainly right, bro. I would have been all over it. I would have been all over that whole combo package had I not have FPV and all the other stuff.
Is he going to get a proper drone now? A new one? Because actually Chris Hope knows how to bind a second drone to be ready to fly. He's going to have a Professor Chris show next week.
To his controller?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the Jumper T12. So I got.
Oh no, that one's a regular FR Sky one.
No, this one is a Crossfire. I got about 6 quads connected on that one.
Can you?
Let me show you.
Can't you connect everything else though?
You can connect everything else, but I switched over to Crossfire. See,
right.
That's my little setup right there, and I'm
a
thumber.
Left, yeah, there you go.
The thumber knobs. That's what I use, man.
You need
for the Cine. I got Cinewhoops. I got this one today. I was flying around the house, and I hooked up the.
Higher.
I put a lead. It's a Cinego, and I put the naked mount.
Higher.
Right there. This is the Cinego with the DJI.
And this is 4S, right? Wow, how many props on
4S.
That? 5?
This is the 5 blade.
Wow.
This thing got thrust on it, man. This got punch. It can move. And yeah, I got the little naked GoPro I put mounted on there. I got a few of the mounts. One Mike made for me,
Yeah.
and a couple of other ones I just got online and shit because I don't have a 3D printer. But yeah, man, it's a blast to fly. I like this because you can hook up everything to it.
And that's 4S, right?
It's 4S. Yeah, I don't have any 6S quads.
What do you
Even the
do,
one in
850?
this 5-inch. On that one, on this one, no, this one is 1100, 1500. It moves,
Okay.
dude. My little Beta Flight 95s, those are 4S 450s.
Okay.
That one's it's fun to fly, but the wind takes it. If there's no wind, you can hit gaps on it. I've showed you guys that one before. And
You have a drone channel?
Hey, look, I'm gonna throw this out there. Oh, you motherfucker! You're not subscribed.
Put a link.
Fuck you in the neck.
Put a link.
I'm unsubscribing you. You
Put a
fucking
link
prick.
in the chat.
Damn, I ain't even going there. Fuck you. You find it on your own. I'm not even gonna waste my time. God damn, dude. You Puerto Rican, you from New York. I was like, it's a sure shot. He's a
I'm just
subscriber.
messing with
And
you.
just,
I'm
mother,
sure.
you
I
lying
think I
sack
am.
of shit. Mentiroso. Hey, if anybody's interested, I'm still selling. I haven't opened the box.
What is it?
It's a naked SMO 4K Insta camera. It's 4K, 60 FPS, HD quality. I haven't opened it. Look at that. Look at this. Tab's still on that shit.
What you selling it for?
I bought it for like $230.
We know you know how to redo the tab.
Nah, man, I'm not like that. I just have no use for it. I have two naked GoPros. They work perfectly. Don't try to get past that, fucking Carlos. I can't believe you're not subscribed to my channel.
So, Matt, you got that thing?
I've seen your video.
Oh, no, the other Matt.
Sure you have.
I have.
You got
Sorry,
the
Jim.
No, Matt got the Tiny Hawk flying, which I don't know how he did that yet. And then he turned around and shot a gap that wasn't there. I don't.
That means he just crashed into something. That's all that means.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Is that like FPV terms?
No, it's just Australian for I goofed. I don't know.
He actually flew it for a while before it got to this point. I thought it would get there sooner. So it's pretty good.
Considering all the crashes in that one short that he did, I was like, wow. Impressive.
Yeah, and then it's got 3 different modes too with sensors, that FPV drone. So if you don't want to throw it
fly
into
like a regular drone.
Yeah.
What do you got on that?
Matt, you got a SkyDroid yet?
Matt, you're showing something. Yeah.
It's his. He's got a little guy on it.
Who was that? Who was that guy, Matt?
Hey, Matt.
He's got a pistol in his hand. Oops.
Oh, these fucking dogs. I'm going to mute myself.
He's got double kung fu grip, too. I bet nobody's got that.
Why the hell's that? That thing is, it flies upside down like a tiny bit. It's a pusher.
You got Velcro on that?
That's a pusher, right?
He just clips in there.
No. The props on that.
The props are a pusher, but I think he's got one upright and one on a bottom. But it's a pusher.
Push
2 props on one. Yeah, that's pretty trippy.
It's like a surfing, almost a surfboard.
It actually flies really good.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's you, Matt?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh shit.
Hang on.
That's Ron.
It is Ron, huh? Or Adrian.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer.
Hey,
So, Matt, did you completely kill your drone, Matt?
One second.
Yeah. Johnny Drone Flyer. What's his name?
Johnny?
I got some interesting scoop. Johnny, you got to tell everybody what you bought today?
Oh, so he's another one. That's 2. 2 bought the drone. Did he buy the drone, Matt? Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. Al?
We hear you.
You got to see. He wants to tell everybody.
Al, are your things working? Your Bluetooth? No, his Bluetooth knocked out.
Oh, he didn't get 3 hours out of him this week.
That's why mine are sitting here
Hey.
in the box.
Actually, you haven't had yours for a while, mate. You've had your headset on for a long time.
It's just easier. The Bluetooth keeps cracking.
You guys hear me? You hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. You hear
How
us?
did the air
Yep.
too? Yes, we hear you.
Can't hear you.
So Johnny Drone Flyer is the second victim. I mean, person that.
Oh. No, actually, he's the third. Stevie was
Oh, okay.
one as well.
I actually just entered the competition on Captain Drone's channel to win one of those.
Oh, he
FPV.
has one. Really?
He does. He does.
Yeah, I thought about doing that too, but I was like, just
What do you have to do? Write a report, summary.
No,
Go to.
you have to send him a picture of your crashed Tiny Hawk, and then he'll give you.
I have.
So
spare
now it
parts
makes
of those.
sense why yours is crashed.
Well, how much is a tiny hawk if you're just buying?
120.
It's $100 if that with tax. Yeah, a little bit over.
That's just that. But I think Michael Nitrone was talking in the chat. I think he's talking about the frame for the.
Yeah, he said $5.
Yeah. So you just take it apart and then put it all back in.
Oh, your frame broke only?
Oh, I'd snap the snap the camera frame. So you know how hard it is to fly that bloody thing back when the camera's like this.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't.
I'll tell
Mine
you
usually fall right down out of the sky.
No, I've crashed and the camera's facing up and you're looking at the sky.
Yeah,
Hey, Matt,
figure
if you're just starting out in this FPV game like I did, I bought this beta thing, the tiny whoop thing, but I got my kids these.
Jesus, how many of these things
What
you
are
got?
those?
They were $100
What
on
are they?
Amazon.
What is it?
They came
Matt, that's how I started doing.
Oh, that's
flying those.
that's a
They're
brush.
fun, man.
That's a brushed whip.
It's a brushed one,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you what, these things are so much fun, and you get a crap load of bits and pieces with it. I mean, goggles, the whole 9 yards for $100. How can you go
Yeah,
wrong?
you can't go wrong, man. You can't. That's how you get hooked, Matt. Right there.
Yep, this is exactly how you get hooked.
I know.
Gateway drug.
And
But that doesn't.
Oh, yeah,
that,
dude, completely.
that doesn't do acro though, does it?
Oh yeah. No, I don't think it does acro.
No, I think it's all stabilized, but you can make it. They'll do the flips like a tello, you know. But
Okay.
for learning and for screwing around with cats, it's awesome.
Not for Matt. Matt's beyond that already. No offense, Matt. Well, he shouldn't get that.
Matt, are you buying a new one, or are you upgrading, or fixing the one you have?
Well, I'm gonna. I'll probably look. I can still fly it, right?
Crazy glue the damn thing. It's so tiny.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly right. The back mounts there are all cracked, right? On both.
Yeah, you can glue that shit. JB
Yeah.
Weld.
Absolutely.
Gorilla glue.
Gorilla glue. Gorilla glue.
Monkey butt. Yeah, so I can still fly it. But and
Are you seeing vibrations in the camera because it's cracked
yeah,
through the goggles? Yeah.
yeah, I am. But oh
Wait,
look,
the strut is cracked or the frame?
the camera support frame is cracked both sides.
Oh,
Right, so it's swinging in the breeze. So as I'm flying, there is some jello and shit happening, which is a bit annoying, to be honest, when you're flying.
Could have been worse, Matt. You got it
Could have
back.
been much worse.
That's what counts.
I
Exactly.
wonder if I've got care refresh on this.
Oh,
I want to know where you're going to put the little. What do they call that thing that everybody's going to need on their drone now?
Nice, Brad.
The little thing's remote ID. Where are you going to put it on that?
well, that's not going to happen on that. You could just
The
forget
remote
about
ID will be
flying,
bigger
period.
than that thing. Yeah.
Shit, that thing won't get off the ground.
At least I won't crash it if I can't take the bastard off.
Hey, Matt, hats off to you, because when I first started and I was flying that thing, it was fucking destroyed like in an hour. So I had
Really?
to go back. Yeah, man, it was gone. I actually went back and bought another one.
Yeah.
I mean, I fried it. The motor fried, the ESIC fried, ESC
How'd you
on
manage
one of the
that?
motors. Just flying like, like I shouldn't be flying when I'm a newbie.
Wow.
I think you got the hang of it and you don't.
Are they really busting on this drone on Facebook? I haven't.
I've seen Stevie saying that.
Yeah.
I think it's just the FPV purists, But I don't cast stones. If you got the money and you want to do it, do it. Is it going to be the same as like true traditional FPV? No,
not even close.
But I mean, I don't even know that because I haven't flown
maybe
it.
close.
But yeah.
No, it won't be like you guys fly. What's the advantage? It's got a 4K 60 camera on it. It's got.
Trying to figure it
Jim,
out.
I think what's the advantages is you don't have to build it and the safety, the safety behind it.
Yeah.
That's until you go to manual mode.
Well,
but by the time you get to
safety,
manual mode, you're going to know how to fly it because you've done all the other modes before it.
The safety behind it is just flying a regular drone, though.
Matt hit it on the nail. He's got a panic button. I'll be back. One sec.
No, but the safety behind it, you might as well just fly a regular GPS drone, right?
Yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah, it has got different capabilities, I guess, when it comes to maneuverability, from what I can see, right? But it's got that panic button. So if you do panic, you just push the button and it'll just sit there and hover.
Yep.
And you don't have to touch it. Right now, that is an advantage if you get into trouble, I guess.
Yeah. And I don't know how many videos you guys have watched of the review so far, but the one from, I'm not going to mention the name of the channel, but it's right here in Ohio. One of the bigger outfits on YouTube.
They did a long video on it.
They did a long video on it, and he was going max speed and hit that button, and that thing stopped. I mean, it is ridiculous how fast it stopped.
Sweet. Yeah.
I mean, it turned completely from going straight up this way, moving forward to this way.
Oh, wheelie, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just and it stopped.
Yep.
And that blew my mind how fast it could stop.
Yeah, that is. It'll have some features, that will get you out of trouble. If just this thing here, right? Just for example, right? Pissy little thing. I've got into trouble with this thing so many bloody times, and I've hit and crash crap and undone all sorts of crap, right? I'm not saying that fail-safe button might have got me out of trouble. Who knows? But it's quite easy to get an FPV drone into trouble. If you're not on your game, and every second you're flying this thing, you've got to be on your bloody game, like any other FPV drone. There is a sense of safety when it comes to the DJI drone.
Right. And I think my experience with the DJI drones would actually be a bad thing, would hamper me. I'm not used to that. I don't have to do that quick. The only time I had to do the quick control was with the Inspire 1. It didn't have all those sensors. It only has bottom sensor to tell barometric where it is on the ground, from the ground. So when you're doing ADI mode in that sucker, you got to be able to reverse course in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what, Stevie? Any training wheels, boom, DJI. Yeah, okay, it's fair enough.
Yeah, definitely.
These have got training wheels too, mate. As cheap as they are, they've got training wheels. You don't have to have it in Horizon or Acro. You can fly this thing in stabilized mode, and it is so controllable. It's incredible. Mm-hmm. Outside, once you get a little bit of wind, you've got to have it in at least horizon mode so you can get some angle on the bloody thing to fight the wind. But so easy to fly.
Matt, how long did it take you to learn to fly that?
Actually, what's better? Sorry, Matt. How many batteries? Do you think you put in there before you got? Because if he told you a week or a month, it doesn't mean anything. If he's flying 2 weeks, 30 batteries, 40 batteries, 50 batteries before you got it down. You know what I mean, Matt?
Oh, exactly right. I would say, and we'll just say an average of 3 minutes of battery, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And I would have put maybe 40 packs through this thing before I started to get confident with acro mode. And straightening it up and bringing it back to horizontal, etc. Until you get that feeling, until you get that intuitive thumb on the throttle, you're probably going to crash it. When you see the drone dipping, and you don't even have to think about your
throttle
thumb.
Control.
Yep. And until you get that feeling where you don't have to think about your thumb all the time and just watch it from the vision and know what you have to do with your thumb, then you're going to crash
second nature.
Yeah. You're going to crash the bloody thing, which I've done.
But here's the thing. You got to crash that how many times compared to an FPV $1,200 or $2,000 drone? You're only going to crash it once. You know what I mean?
exactly right.
It could survive the crash.
You'd
You
like
never
to
know.
think
You don't
that,
know.
Carlos. You'd like to think that. But I've
Yeah.
had it where the friggin' neighbor started talking to me at the end of the driveway. The drone's sitting there hovering over a tree. It thought the tree, because it stayed there too long, it thought the tree was the ground. So it lowered the booms, the arm booms.
Oh, okay.
Got caught in a palm tree, dropped 26 feet down with a 900-gram, $2,000 camera on it. I'm ready to choke the shit out of the neighbor. Yes, it's a drone. Keep going. Move on. Nothing to see here, folks.
Look what I did to this. I fried the capacitor, 35-volt capacitor. I just got one in today. Why? Because I was soldering a lead for my naked camera into my once was a brand new ProTech 25.
And you got a naked camera sitting in the box.
I got a naked camera in this box, right? Well, we all know what happened to that one. But my point is, if you don't want to hassle with the bullshit of soldering and all that other stuff, because I'm gonna have to fix it, then you would get the FPV drone.
No,
you know what I mean?
No. You have
you would get that DJI. You would get the DJI drone.
No, not the new one, but the DJI FPV drones that are already made.
Would this stupid thing help you?
That wouldn't help you.
It wouldn't help you solder? The helping
my hands are going. Look at my hands.
Doing Morse code on the
right here.
Morse code on the pad.
I had to have this thing hold the front antenna, which is plastic, on a DJI antenna. The antenna is plastic, but there's a wire that gets soldered that goes in there. So I was like you. I'm like, no friggin' way can I do this. Hold the drone and the plastic. So I got this damn thing, and it did the job. It holds it there for you because you got to have the lightest touch in the world with that soldering iron.
Helping hands.
And you got to wipe the soldering iron. You got to make sure the tip is clean. Yeah, it's a tough process.
I saw, I think it may have even been Koopy, I'm not too sure, someone anyway, when they've finished all of their, putting their drones together and all that, they don't actually hook the battery to the drone. He's got yeah. So he hooks it up, and if a light goes on or something like that, then everything's okay. And you know that when you plug that drone, it's not going to catch on fire. And so he checks all of that sort of stuff. I think it was Koopy. Anyway, so that was a fantastic thing to do. As you found out, if you'd had that, then you wouldn't have smoked your missus out.
Thanks for telling everyone, Matt, you dick.
How are you supposed to?
I knew you were getting there, too.
How are you supposed to solder anything on this?
Sorry, Al.
I have no idea.
Okay.
People do it. Mitch does it all the time.
I'm getting a kick out of it. I want to laugh my ass off harder. Good job, Matt.
Well, didn't you tell us that on Facebook Messenger?
I did tell you guys. My whole room, this whole room is smoked out because I plugged in the battery and the capacitor caught fire.
Oh, geez.
And I unplugged it quick. Yeah, dude, there was smoke everywhere. Live and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did, Steve.
Geofencing. Okay.
Well, I can't do that.
There is
'Cause I don't
geofencing
even
on
own
the
a
FPV?
soldering gun.
Oh, those big ass guns. Imagine that. Imagine Al with that big ass gun. No way.
I got one of the pencil ones. It's really tiny.
You use a chicken chip.
And he's
Right here, look at, check it out.
and you're still shorting
Yeah,
out
right
the
there.
boards.
I fucking fried it.
You
But you know
gotta be
what?
laying. You must be laying on that thing. You just gotta wait till it turns to like
it's
water
hard.
and get off.
Yeah, it's flux. The flux. You got to
Flux
flux the F out of
capacitor.
it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put that flux on it.
Mike calls it a short saver.
Yeah, there you go.
Anybody have a link to that?
Smoke stopper, RDQ.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ready?
sorry.
What's a day?
It
quad
comes with
spray
a
safe quad?
XD30 or XD60. Connected
Someone,
to it already.
If someone could put a link to a good smoke detector in the chat, that'd be good.
Yeah, but you live in Australia.
I thought it didn't. It has
It does.
ADS-B to tell you when there's an aircraft flying above. I did not know it had geofencing on an FPV drone.
Yep.
Yeah, that would suck.
Are you
I mean,
kidding me?
geofencing is good.
It's going to tell you when and where you can fly.
Yeah, because they're in with the they're in with the FAA and all that sort of biz, right? So
Yeah.
of course they're going to be.
I don't think they're in with the FAA. I think they
Sorry?
want to try to be in with the FAA, DJI.
Look, they have
Right,
to.
Matt? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, they have to.
They are. They have.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it because the ADS-B isn't like, you know what I mean? It's not something FAA is using in a couple of years, right?
No.
No, it's now. And in 18 months, 18 months from when the rule was enacted, that's when
January 15th.
when all of everything over the 250 gram or half a pound has to be in and out.
That's right. Otherwise, their sales go boom.
Excellent.
They don't want that.
So
Yeah,
you'll start to see them come out with in and out coming soon.
Those will be the first certified parts.
Yep.
As far as the FAA is concerned.
Yep. Those are the only. More than likely, that's going to be the only certified airworthy parts that are going to need to be on the craft. Because they're not going to certify a craft airworthy. You have to understand what that implies. Okay. If a craft is certified airworthy, then it has to comply with a whole bunch more rules of Part 14, and you can't even wrap your head around all that crap. Nobody can. They can't even. They're like, whoa, we don't want to do that. So they came up with this rule to appease. You know what the world's coming to these days. Everything has to have a cork on a fork and all that good shit. So that's inevitably the world that we're going to end up flying into.
Well, the Reauthorization Act only gave them 2018 only gave them 24 months, so they had to spit something out.
Yeah.
That's why they call it an evolving rule, because it's going to evolve with technology. So they're having these broadcast modules be the first certified part into what is eventually going to be a certified drone, and if it ain't certified, it ain't flying.
Well, you're not going to see certified aircraft in, I'd say, the range of your 210 and down. So Mavic, stuff like that, probably not going to have to be certified airworthy, but they are going to have to be ADS in and out, so that you can be controlled from an air traffic control if you're in controlled airspace. Going a bit further than what Lance does now. I mean, other than just saying, yes, you can fly here up to this level, but no, they want to know where you are, when you are, how long you're there, so that they can control that. And then it's going to evolve from there. It's really only going to apply to the bigger stuff that they have, because there's more and more companies that are trying to get these certifications, not only for the kind of stuff that I do, but the bigger camera, the bigger thermal, the bigger delivery drones. And this is all centered around this whole delivery drone thing. Realistically, because you've seen the advertisements of Amazon wanting to get a blimp with 1,000 drones spitting out, bringing everybody packages and their trinkets and stuff. That's what it's all about. It's all about that.
And UTM, you got to have that unmanned traffic management, because there's so many in the sky. It's like flies out there. I don't know how I ever get up into the sky.
Right.
I hope I spelled your name right.
So much traffic. So much.
Matt Condiff, say hello to RC Fun Diversions. He doesn't know who you are. That's Matt Condiff.
There's too
How you
many.
doing, RC?
No,
That's not Matt Conda.
that's Matt from Drone Strike.
Yeah, Matt Conda is
I
something
love you,
completely
Carlos.
different.
I'm sorry.
It's Matt.
He's in Ohio. Matt Condiff is, I believe, in Florida.
See, if you
Oh,
would have
well.
subscribed to me, Carlos.
Above
You
me
would've
is the man in Florida.
Okay.
No,
This guy is the guy in I don't know wherever he lives,
Australia. And he is
And
in
this-
Ohio.
I'm in Ohio.
Yeah, but he's above me, the Ohio guy. That's why I'm okay. Anyway, John, RC Fun Diversions, didn't know who you were, but that's who
The
he
Puerto
is.
Rican guy down there doesn't subscribe to people. Oh, right next to me. This fucking guy right here.
I got you Ricans on the top row.
Okay, since I seem to be the only one that's getting this new FPV, everybody hates.
And Johnny Drone Flyer.
No, hey Matt, I'm going to
And
tell you right
Steve
now, I don't
Carpenter.
hate on it. I could have bought it, but I didn't because it wouldn't have been a good purchase. I have the V1 goggles and other drones, quads.
Well, I get it, but
I could have bought it, but it would not have been a good purchase.
Look, you see,
just said?
Look at that. I have this right here. Why would I want to buy that?
Exactly.
True.
So,
who cares if you could have bought it?
But you have to subscribe to my channel right there. Boop, boop, right there. So you can see that.
So you can win the Drone Strike prize of the month. I'll tell you what,
and Matt, just to let you know, I'm 100% participation, unlike the other fucks here. I fucking comment and subscribe.
Sounds like a YouTube commercial to me.
Yeah, Matt. Look, listen, mate. I don't think anyone's 100% against this thing. We just want to see what the hell it's about and what it can do. I like the fact that it's got these fail safes. It's a good thing. But if you can fly it as hard as you can, a normal FPV drone, then why not? I'm just afraid you crash an FPV drone and you might stuff a frame, you might not stuff a frame, replace some props and off you go. I'm worried more about the strength of this thing. If you hit something, how much damage are you going to do to this expensive bloody drone?
I'm going to break it.
Well, JB hit. I don't know.
And Al, we were having a conversation earlier before we came on about how I got started into this, and I think that's important for you to know. But I used to be a 3D heli guy.
Oh,
and I wasted so much money on those stupid things.
Oh my God,
it was ridiculous.
You flew them upside down?
Oh yeah. Well, I tried.
Okay.
I tried to do all that stuff, but I was no good at it. Because your brain has to think upside down and backwards to do any of that, and I never got the knack for it. But I was watching either in 14 or 15, I can't remember what year it was, but I saw a YouTube video on the Autel X-Star, and I was like, that is awesome. And I got one of those, and it just went from there.
That's not the one that goes in the water.
Makes sense.
Mine went in the water, and they fixed it and sent it back to me.
Oh, wow. No, but there's one that purposely goes in the water.
No, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one.
Some Irish one.
I flew it straight into a pond, and I sent it to Autel, and I was like, I don't know what happened. And they were like,
have you have a guy named Drone Bum?
Yeah, Drone Bum loves it.
He's done it 3 times. 3 times he's drowned birds.
He should get rid of that. He should get rid of flying over water. I think his first one was the Spark, wasn't it? He lost the Spark behind a bridge or some shit.
Spark, Mavics, and I don't know.
I saw that one Mavic where he went right into Tree Branch.
Yeah, he had to go get a ladder or some shit to go get it.
Him and his son and a ladder and everything.
What'd you say, Ray?
Matt, where are you in Florida?
Australia.
No. Where are you in Florida? Australia.
Never heard of it? In Florida?
No, there's a Melbourne in Florida.
I've heard of Melbourne, Florida.
Yeah, Melbourne. Yeah,
I'm in Ohio. I was recently in Florida.
Oh, Ohio.
Nobody called me.
No, I didn't.
He had to go to Florida because he had a flyaway.
From Ohio. That's a damn good battery.
And actually, what's curious is because it doesn't matter. And just so you know, Jim, I might be coming back down this month. I'm not sure yet, but if we do come back down, I'm going to get a hold of you somehow. But I brought down 2 Autel batteries for Dan to hand off to you to get to Dan so he could play around with them to see if we can get those, because they're not making those things anymore. And I'd really like to keep my Autels up in the air.
The Inspire or the Autel?
The Autel.
They're not making them,
No.
those batteries?
Nope.
Whoa.
And I'd really like to see if he can work his
magic
and figure out how to get those back to going again.
Is that the first Autel?
The first one.
Yeah, the X-Star.
Oh, that's the one that looks like a Phantom?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that. Is it the
3?
A red one.
Is it a red one, orange one, white one?
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Caleb Young had one of those.
To me, it looked like the Phantom 4.
Yeah, it does
Yeah,
look like the
it's
Phantom.
a similar shape to the Phantom. You know the ones. So maybe it's the same sort of setup with the battery, sort of.
The last time I seen one flew was Brian. Brian had one. He just bought a few months ago.
There you go.
And flew it. DDR
I
drones.
like that color. I like that
And-
color.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I love that color.
Looks like a splash drone. So what's wrong with that? The batteries are stuffed, are they?
Well, I still have 4 good batteries. Technically, I have 6, 7 good batteries, but the something with the BMS, the battery management, takes
System.
the life of the battery down. While the battery's not, it's not technically bad because they don't swell up or anything like that. It's just the BMS says it has way less total capacity than what it's supposed to, so you only get 4 or 5 minutes of flight.
Oh,
These
dear.
are 20-ish minute flying batteries.
Yeah, that sucks. And you can't. And there's no third party for them, is there?
No. Autel's pretty tight-lipped on any of it. When they decided to outmode the XR and go with the Evo 1, I was in talks with a few of the guys that worked at Autel in Washington, and I said, hey, can you send me over any of the language, the programming language for the BMS, so I can see if I can't get these to like take a charge and last what was. They were supposed to get a hold of me years ago, but they never did, and that's been it. And now all those guys are gone out of Autel because they're trying to do the exact same thing that DJI does, so that every year or so they fire everybody and rehire all new people.
Yeah.
But eventually, that's the way of all our drones. Eventually, they'll be batteries. You'll have to find it from a third party if you're lucky.
And that's a problem. That really shits me, that does, because you may look at the Pro 2, for instance, right? You've got a drone worth quite a bit of money, and if you can't fly it just because the stupid freaking batteries aren't available anymore, that'd blew my head in.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always selling the ones I've had.
These batteries are now going for like $450.
Yep.
Wow.
I've got a few I'll sell at that.
They're 200 when they're new.
TB48s.
Look,
those are good batteries. TB48s. You don't want the 47s. They suck.
It's
So
dead.
you can't charge that at all.
Did you try to unclip the top of the white casing and unplug it, Jim?
No, I'm gonna give it to Dan. Drone
I
worship.
thought there was a little trick if you unclip the white head
Yeah.
on the sides and unclip the battery.
Underneath
and then
here, you
replug
got a red, white, and a balance cord.
Yes.
So you can
Unplug the balance cord.
because they have a 10% capacity in there. When this thing reads 0, it still has 10% in the battery. But DJI battery management system, it's just like Matt just described. It's the same as Autel.
From what I understand, is it true that
DJI don't like Florida.
when they put out a product, they have to support it for at least 5 years before they can just?
It's up to the manufacturer. Nothing's regulated.
It's not regulated in the U.S. So they can really?
Nothing is certified, regulated,
Are
anything.
we talking about drones or all
surprised they-
electronics?
Drones.
Drones. Okay.
They're not even CE certified. But the power brick is.
If they had to be type certified as aircraft, then yes, they have to support it. Just like when you hop in a plane to fly to Florida, you're hopping in a 1978 Boeing whatever. Most of the airplanes you get into are really old. They've got a shit ton of hours on them. All the parts on that, every single part on that airplane has to be available from the manufacturer, and they have to support it for X amount of years. Right. And even those old aircraft, they still, you can still get parts for a 1950 Cessna 140. For God's sake, because they're still flying today. And that's the biggest gap in this new age of flying devices, is that you're going to have all these new aircraft come in that want to be certified airworthy, that they're going to have to maintain a stockpile of bits and pieces and parts, and they're going to have to generate what's the term for it? If a part has found to be that can't last for a certain amount of time, they have to put out, I think it's an AP and yeah. So when an airplane, like let's say the propeller some, more than 10% of the craft have a problem with the propeller, they have to put out one of these documents that say, hey, you have to replace it for this.
Oh, recall?
And not a recall.
With something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like that.
I can't remember the term for it, but then everything after that, if you didn't have a problem with the propeller and then you have to replace it after so many hours or whatever the time limit is on that part, then you have to upgrade to that next part. And that's the same thing with drones. It would have to be the same rule would have to apply, if that makes sense.
And even though they don't advertise it, your DJI batteries are 200 cycles or 6 months, whichever comes first.
Yep.
All
If you're lucky,
batteries.
right, Jim? Unless you live in Florida, it's less than that.
All batteries? 6 months or 200?
DJI batteries.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's $180 for that new
Jim,
FPV.
I'm going to step out.
Okay, Ray. Have a good night.
I'm
Thanks
going
for
to go,
coming.
Ray.
Captain.
There you go. I
Have a
want to
good
tell
one.
Matt, if you're coming down here, try to make it around the weekend of the 20th. We got a big meetup in Sebastian on the 20th.
Sebastian on the 20th.
All
Where's
right, have a
Sebastian?
good night, guys.
It's by me.
Take care, Ray.
North of Orlando?
Yep, right by.
South.
South of Orlando? Dude,
Southeast.
why didn't you call me? I was right there.
When you told me, you were already leaving like the next day or something.
No, I just got there. I was there for 2 weeks. I was at Lake Kissimmee.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I did.
You said you were leaving
All right,
in
Todd.
2
Have a
days.
good night, guys.
All
Matt,
right,
Matt,
Good night,
you didn't say Da Vinci. You didn't say Da Vinci, did you?
Thank
That's
you.
why you fucking remember that shit. Take care, Cap.
So Tim, Brad, Drone Kings in Darwin, and Matt, Northeast Drones, are all from Australia. Hey, Brian.
Unfortunately.
Down under.
Man,
What are you in a log cabin today?
In a log cabin. Look at that thing. It's like
I'm
the
up here
Lincoln
with
logs.
Ron.
With the TV,
With
with an
Ron?
HD TV in the background.
Yeah, well,
That's the way to go.
it's my cabin in Montana.
He's roughing it.
Can't make it to Florida, but I can make it to Montana. Damn it.
What's up,
Rough life, rough life.
Props off. Been a while. How you been, man? Tim Johnson. Aerial 5 now. What is that? What did I miss?
Aerial 5, what do you?
We must have missed something in that
Oh,
conversation.
I think
What?
it's because someone dropped off.
Oh.
Matt,
What, mate?
Which one?
your fucking room is smoking.
It is.
So
Yeah,
let
I've
you
done
know,
some-
you want to throw me under the bus? I'm throwing you under the bus.
yeah, no,
Nice
that's
try.
the that's just the wiring schematic you sent me. That's the wiring schematic you sent me earlier, mate. I did it on my drone. It didn't work. I don't know why.
Hey, Matt.
Your tiny hawk's on fire.
Yeah.
Dude, that scared me. I'll show
What?
you why.
What happened? What is everybody smoking up their houses?
Matt just smoked up his house. I understand what it was.
Oh, that's your battery for the Agris?
Yeah, that's why.
Holy shit! Look at that thing.
Like a
What's the
motorcycle.
ma on that? How many batteries does it take?
Just one.
What's the voltage, he
What?
means?
Well, what's the voltage? Yeah, size.
52, 44, 52. It's 12S battery.
Wow.
That's a big FPV drone, dude.
What's the
It's-
price on that, Matt?
Yeah.
These are, well, depending on where I can find them, between $700 and $1,000 a piece.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. I thought they'd be more than that.
No, they're not bad. Not as bad as I
Pretty
thought.
expensive.
It's $1,400 for two TB50s, 55s for the Matrice. They're $700 a piece. And you got to have two. These little things you got to check out before you buy.
What's the flight time you get on one of those?
Wait, that was a battery you just showed us?
Yes.
I thought that was the charger for the batteries.
That is the battery.
What does that weigh? About 3 or 4 pounds?
About 5.
5? Wow.
That's-
I thought that was the charger. I kid you not.
Why is that only one dot left?
Because I haven't put it on the maintenance charge. That's why when he said I see smoke, see, now it's 2.
Yeah.
I got to put them on a maintenance charge at least once a month through the winter to make sure that they stay at that 48-50%.
Wow.
But yeah, unloaded about 20 minutes, give or take. Loaded about 12.
Shit, so you need to buy a lot of batteries just to be operating.
4 works perfectly.
Wow.
It's expensive hobby, man.
Well,
I don't have
Well,
to
he's not
tell
a
you.
hobby. He does it professionally.
Very.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I'm just being a dick.
I'm gonna say that's way past hobby cost.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's just like I hate the fact that they gotcha. Like you're saying with the Autel, the Inspire batteries you can't find. You know, that's their perfect way to phase us out to make us get another one.
Yep. Well, that's the way that's the way everything is now. I mean, shit, how many Fords have you bought in the last 10 years, for God's sake? I mean,
but Matt, that's the cost your company's and your client is incurring, right? You kind of like pass some of that off on that.
Well, if he's doing a business,
a
that's
percentage
a tax
of
write-off.
it.
That's a tax write-off
Exactly.
right there.
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, there are those cost recoup, formulas you can throw in there, but I mean, everything you have to replace everything. If they made anything to last, I mean, forget about it. Like they used to. Shit.
All right, I don't know if this is a personal question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. In the times that you get to fly that battery through the life of it, you recoup your money back and some. Does that make sense? What I'm asking you?
I should.
Okay.
This past year now, 2020 was my first full year. I was certified 137 in October of 2019 at the end of the growing season.
And that means you can spray whatever that stuff. Right?
Yeah, I'm allowed to fly around with dirty panties if I want.
Cool. I hope there's somebody else's, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. The season rolled around. We got into April when our growing season starts up here. COVID was already a big thing, and everybody saw everything that I could have done in the spring and through the summer. Pretty much was wiped out because all the insurance companies were paying. Basically, when you buy crop insurance, you're buying insurance on whether or not your crop is going to produce what you predict. More or less, it's way more complicated than that. But every single one that requested me to do either a demo or an actual treatment on a field that couldn't be treated by any other conventional means, either other aircraft or any kind of terrestrial equipment, they just paid out because I'm not gonna go out and spray 1,000 acres a day. That's not it's where it's supposed to be. It's in those fields where you can't get anything else in. No planes, no terrestrial, nothing else. And all those fields, the insurance company said, hey, this 5, 10, 15 acres, whatever it is, we're just going to pay the policy out on it and get what you can get from it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let's just say, for instance, on corn, you think for the life of this field, it's going to produce, let's say 10 bushels an acre, which is not right. And it has weeds, disease, or something like that, and you could have treated it, but you paid for an insurance policy to say I'm going to recoup 10 bushels per acre of this field. They just went ahead and paid those policies. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then he doesn't do anything with the crop. He just lets it whatever.
Exactly, and then gets what he gets out of it, and then he gets the difference from the insurance company. So that's what every single one of them ended up doing. Now, there were a few instances where I did demos. Just to demonstrate its ability for other situations, for like areas where you couldn't get any other terrestrial short of a backpack sprayer into, which people were interested, but it didn't turn into any real paying jobs. So last year was a pretty big wash for me. And I've only got this year to recoup before the drone can no longer be used.
Wow.
Because of the 18 months he's...
Mm-hmm.
So do you have to do another COA or waiver?
Oh wait, in 18 months you got to change parts?
No.
License?
Unless he gets
the license
remote
thing?
transmitter.
Okay. Yeah.
No. So you all know, my 137 certification is for life. As long as I'm alive,
Oh, okay.
I have that certification. The waivers, I do not. The The waivers are for only 2 years, just like your Part 107. So my 107 is up in April, and my waivers for the 137 are up in May. And I submitted something to the FAA here a few weeks ago, but I haven't heard back yet. But hopefully they're just going to be like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, who knows?
I've gotten some COAs for Travis Air Force Base and a couple other locations, Class D airspace, and they have cleared it in less than 2 days. They have gotten back to me. It's been amazing, man. They have passed it very fast. I've been shocked about that.
That is amazing.
The other day, I just flew the M600 Pro with a gas analyzer for ABB. And we're going out to an artesian well out in Travis Air Force Base. So I needed a COA for Class D airspace, Travis Air Force Base, and I got it. I got it in less than 2 days. It was incredible.
Look at the swell on this battery.
Oh, look at that thing.
Wow,
I'm telling you, it seems like...
Dude, throw that thing in the trash.
Yeah, why do you still have that?
You need the battery
Put that thing in salt water.
Take it off. Take that part off and throw that thing away before it burns your house down.
Right, and your house is going to be on smoking.
I'll be visiting you, Al. I'll be moving in. One more, buddy.
Oh, shit.
I hear those smart batteries go on fire a lot more than the lipos. That they're more of a danger. Is that true?
Well, I've seen guys put on YouTube, guys put a screwdriver in it or something like that. You see this big phosphorus fire start. You can't put it out.
No.
You don't want to be around the fumes either.
No.
No, I did that to one of the Autel batteries that I had. I shot it with a 22, and wow, it's
from distance. I take it.
It's amazing. How much energy is contained in those batteries is amazing. When I get to the end of the life of one of these guys, I will definitely film that. I will fully charge it and shoot it with a 30-30 or something, because this thing
right
will
there.
explode.
That'd be a hell of a video to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do that one in slow mo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, nice and slow.
Yeah, man.
So Matt,
Yeah.
what's your next bird? Are you going to break for a while? Or going to get a frame to replace that one?
I'll still be able to fly this. I'm going out today. Actually, I've got this shit charging now, and I'll just check it out because I did break it on the last flight, but I've done all the screws back up, and it might be all right. Next one I'm looking at is the freestyle, just purely because of the batteries I have.
Freestyle too.
Yeah. So I don't have to buy new batteries. I've got all the gear, just hook straight up to it, and off I go. And I'll buy probably about 3,000 fucking props for that as well.
No, you don't have to. They don't really break that much.
Wait a minute. I want to say something. I want to answer, say something to Bob Casey's question here. When you're buying these drones, this is why you can't take a Precision Hawk job for freaking $90 or something like that. This ain't a game. You know what I mean? You're paying as much as your car, and you got to amortize this thing over how many jobs can I get? You're guessing now because you don't know. And then what can I charge for each job? You know, there's a lot at stake.
The way I would do it, I would figure out how many flights I'm going to get out of this battery.
How? This is a brand new thing.
You said it's 200
years in certifying.
No, but what did you say? It was 200 or 6 months?
No, that's just DJI's guarantee. You got a 6-month battery guarantee.
That's what I'm saying. So I'd say the battery's going to die in 6 months. How many flights can I get in 6 months? Divide that by what it costs. And
this battery's years old.
Does that make sense? And add more. I don't know.
Well, you're a businessman. You sound like you have your own business, don't you, Carlos?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
So if it cost him $1,000 for the flight for the battery, and he gets 200 flights.
Okay.
Into 1,000.
Now go on to Drone Up. Go on to Precision Hawks Drone XL, whatever
What
it's
is that?
called.
What does that mean? All this?
They're all paying like $40 and $50 and $90 to take pictures of my house shit. You cannot
don't do
take
those
jobs.
No, you got to go. He's doing agriculture mainly. I thought.
No, but does
What am I
anybody
missing,
understand the
Jim?
point?
Get it.
I'm figuring out what it cost you for overhead and You have to
Okay,
add-
let me put it down so you can understand. A $2,000 Mavic Pro with $160 batteries, okay? You still can't afford to cutthroat each other to chewing these things down to $20 and $40.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to do that.
No.
I think Carlos is saying that,
You're
Jim.
killing each other.
I think you guys are both saying the same thing.
But what
differently.
I'm saying is he has to all I'm saying is cover your overhead and some. So if you're
But
going to
we
get
are the
200,
first generation. We're the
what does
first
that have to do with
generation.
covering your overhead? Oh,
How
that
do you know
can't
how
charge
long this battery's going to last?
You assume you give it a minimum. It does. You can't be exact, which I understand. So you give it a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
You guesstimate.
You guesstimate. All right, I'm going to get 250 flights out of this. And if I get 250 flights, what do I have to charge to get that price of the battery and some? That's what I'm saying. And then he has to consider it. He has to drive to a job. That's money. You have to drive home. That's money. Takes time to get to the job. Takes time to get back. Takes time at the job.
And you still have to get it, at your
Look,
price.
I tell people they want me to come and take a dead fish out, and I tell them, listen, I'm going to go to your house. I'm going to spend seconds at your house. It's going to take me more to get there and back. You sure you want to pay for that? They change their mind real quick. So you have to, and
They seem to care a lot more about their tropical fish than they do drone photos or video.
Well, how many people actually use? You know what? I would go as far as saying people don't even realize what drones can do.
No,
they have no idea. So they don't even know to call a person like Matt to say, "Can you do this?" or "Will it do this?"
Right.
There's a lot of ignorance.
Matt, I have a question for you. Have you ever thought about, in terms of like the COVID and disinfecting stuff? Is that a different COA or waiver?
Oh my God.
To get?
Okay. I'll run through this. Last spring, this time, when everything started to go down, I thought, this is a good opportunity to possibly make some money. So I called the Ohio Department of Agriculture that oversees any pay-for-play kind of pesticide. And I said, hey, I'm thinking about doing some open area disinfecting. They go, doesn't even apply to us. Go for it. Then I called the FAA, and I have two different people that I report to, John and a woman by the name of Elizabeth. I sent them both an email, and I said, this is what I'm proposing. I've had a couple people inquire about this. What should I do? And they were like, let us get back to you. So they did their digging, and then I get a call back from the Department of Ag, and they were like, whoa, don't do anything. We're going to send you a list of the approved chemicals that you can use for this type of pesticide application, because that's what it is. They sent me over a list that was about 40 pages long of chemicals. And out of that 40 pages, none of them were approved for aerial application. Then I called the FAA back and I said, well, I've got this list of chemicals that can be used to disinfect areas, whatever it might be. And they said, are any of them certified for aerial application? I said, not a single one of them. And they said, well, that's a problem. But none of them were ever intended for that. Not a single one of them.
This was my point. We're breaking new ground here, boys. We are the generation, first generation.
I would have had to gone through the whole process to get something approved for aerial application by the FAA that took how many months to figure out something very simple. It was not something that I was willing to really push. There were a few companies that did. There was.
I was gonna say you get through the red tape and the bullshit. You may be jackpot for you.
Well, it may have been, but there was so much red tape because then not only was it the ODA, the Ohio Department of Agriculture, and the FAA here in my sector of FSDO, but then it brought in the Department of Health. So that was a third entity that I had to go through more red tape to get approval to do that kind of stuff.
And all that stuff costs money?
No, it just costs time. It's a huge investment in time. Now, money, forget about money. It's the whole time thing. So I approached the Department of Health and said, hey, this is what I'm looking to do. These are the chemicals that I have narrowed that list down to a handful, which were the ones that made the most sense: bleach, peroxide, diesel fuel, for God's sake, to broadcast spray these areas of large congregations, sports fields, things like that, arenas, stuff like that. Which when
City
you go
bus stops, it could be as easy as city bus stops, and you're hooking up with a mass transportation agency.
exactly. But the Department of Health, while they seemed interested, were so busy at the time, they have never gotten back with me.
Wow, because it's crazy. They're doing it in other countries.
Yeah, all over the place. They were doing it in China first. And then it came across, I think I had a few people call me and ask me what my maximum takeoff weight was, which of course is 55 pounds. And they're like, well, we see people that are flying these huge, gigantic drones. I'm like, well, nobody in the country, short of a very select few, have the ability to fly over 55 pounds. And I cannot obtain that. I cannot obtain that waiver for over 55 pounds. Unless I have a type certified aircraft, then it's no problem. But there are none type certified. So
sorry, go ahead.
So whenever you see any of these, you'll see the advertisements for the Agris T16, the T20, and the new T30. Those are all well over 55 pounds. They are not type certified. No, short of a few people here in the country,
here in the States,
can actually fly those things legally. And if you buy one and you're caught flying with one, forget about it. You're done. You're done.
Do you have any drones that can pick up and drop stuff off? I know you said you can spray. Can you deliver something? Not really.
That gets into the Part 135, and that was something I could have applied for. Once you get into now, the Part 137 in the FAA is a very unique, very, very small field. Even with manned aircraft, there are only like 1,400 pilots in the United States that are 137 certified. Okay, those are manned aircraft, not drones. So when I got that, and I'm with my inspectors and I'm with the director of my local area, they said, well, what's your next game plan? What's your next step? What are you going for next? Naturally, I should go for my commercial pilot. I've never flown a plane. Don't really want to get in one of the damn things. They fall out of the sky. I'm not a big fan of it. But they said, the 135 might be your next big hurdle, so you could participate in the delivery for hire, blah, blah, everything that implies in the 135. It's a very broad rule within that. And I can do that and get preferential. I'm not going to say I'm getting preferential treatment, but if I've already gone through the steps to get the 137, the 135 is not going to be that big a deal. Does that make sense? Because they'll be like, "Well, he's 137. Shoot, just let him do whatever he wants to." Kind of that thing. Even with if I went for my private or my commercial pilot's license, the FAA will do that for me. I mean, that's how rare the 137 is in the broad spectrum of flight here.
So basically, you just got to go through a whole bunch of red tape and some more red tape. When you thought you'd gone over one,
years
there's
of
still
it.
more to go.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Which it wouldn't be. It's not that far out for me to go for the 135 because most of my waivers for my 137 would take care of the things that I have to be exempt for in the 135, if that makes sense. I'm not saying anybody should read it because that's torture for anybody. But 137 alone is
I'd rather read Da Vinci.
Yeah. But if you go in and you start reading through Part 65, Part 135, Part 78, Part 94, they all tie back into each other in one way or another, and figuring out exactly what you have to be exempt from in each one of those things. And as long as you can say, hey, look, I don't need seat belts because I'm not in the damn thing. I mean, simple stuff like that. I'm going to secure my load within my craft with ratchet straps. It's simple stuff like that, but you have to be able to explain why you can't comply with certain parts of one thing and how you can be safer than the current rule. Does that make sense?
They want you to know what you can and can't do.
More or less, but they want you to explain it very explicitly.
Now, Matt, I have a question for you, because I know what you kind of. I'm not into chemical, spraying and stuff like that. But being that you are a business, what other things are you doing? Since that sector of your drone service, what you provide, isn't working well. Are you doing other kind of facets? Like, are you doing cinematic footage for promotional stuff? Are you doing real estate? Are you doing construction progress monitoring? Are you trying to venture into that?
Yeah, I've done a little bit of everything. Weddings, we talked about the funeral that we were talking about before this.
Great video, by the way.
Can we see some of that?
Oh, mapping. Yeah, the funeral. Yeah. All that stuff. Real estate's the biggest thing. I would say the most dollars per flight hour. I would say, because I'm not gonna. Real estate agents are notoriously cheap, and they all want to get everything for nothing. And I say basically I give them an hour rate, and I can't tell you how many hours it's going to take me to do whatever it is you're asking me to do. And if you don't pay me, I'm going to get online and I'm going to ruin you in the community.
Do you guys have a problem with asking for money right after you do the job, or do you bill?
No, I kind of don't. I don't have. I invoice them and then I send follow-up emails. I have not had an issue with people paying. I've never had an issue.
I've never had a problem either.
I mean, I've never gotten stiffed, but yeah.
I've had one.
Actually, one bounce check.
And it wasn't something that a gentleman asked me to get some video of a roadway, right straight down the middle of the road. You know the rule. You can't fly over the road if there's traffic. I'm not going to block traffic on a state highway. So my brain was like, well, I can drive down the road. So I taped my drone on the hood of the truck and I drove down this section of road. Okay. Took me longer to tape the damn drone to the hood than it did to drive down the road. It charged the guy $60 because I've known him for years. And that was last year, this time, and he has yet to pay me.
What? Really? On that?
That's the only one.
No, I just sent follow-up emails.
Did you say this was a friend?
I got past that.
An acquaintance?
Yeah, I'll say acquaintance.
Because when people ask me to do favors, I tell them this is a job, not a hobby. So pay me.
Right. But it's like that scene in Bronx Tale. It's probably cheaper not to deal with that person ever again.
Yeah.
Cost you $20 to find out he's a scumbag.
Yeah, exactly. Carlos, you know about it.
Don't go chase him.
And the best part about it was he's a lawyer, and he wanted me to take this video.
That's even worse.
He wanted to present it in a case, and I bring him the file on a USB stick because he's right here in my little town. I bring him the file on a USB stick, and he goes, well, what's that? And I go, what are you talking about? He's like, well, here's my computer. And he had an old 486 sitting on his desk. And I was like, do you have an email address? He goes, well, what do I need that for? I got mail.
How old was this dude?
Yeah, really? What age?
Oh, he's in his 70s. And that's why I don't press it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. If I lose sleep over $60, somebody shoot me.
Exactly.
I think it's a general principle for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Carlos, I'm the same way too. I'd probably stir this shit up and rip his ass.
Yeah.
Just to do it.
One time.
When you're dealing with companies, though, I mean.
Oh, yeah. The companies, they want to pay. They want to get that money out right away.
It's like insurance. They want their money, but when they make a claim, it's like.
They have their own departments that do this stuff, and it just gets paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, usually you got a 10, I give them 30. You're nice.
I got a 10-day net with this construction company, and they pay. But you know what? I'm getting emails. Al, we need a aging statement report monthly. We want to know that we paid you, and we want it stated on a piece of sheet that says what we paid you, what checks are used, and everything.
Yep, those are the best.
They're to the T, man. They dot the I's.
Tell them, let me borrow your secretary. I'll get right back to you.
Yeah.
Clerical fee. If only for that was easy. If it was that easy.
Shit.
Sorry. That's a simple clerical fee add-on of $50. Thank you very much.
The police call it administrative fee when you get a ticket, right?
Yeah.
You pay the ticket, administrative fee, and all kinds of nonsense. It's ridiculous.
I'm surprised there's not tax on that. We had a cop. He stopped me one time for speeding, and he was telling me, this county has now this was freaking 2 years ago. He said a 10-mile-an-hour speeding ticket here. He's all right. He's refilling, boys. It's $386. He said that's the most expensive in the state. Now I don't know. Does that sound like a shocker to you guys?
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot.
It's cheap depending on how fast you're going over the speed limit. That's what it usually depends on. 5 miles, 9 miles, 15 miles, 20 miles.
He said 10
Is this on a
miles.
service road or highway?
No, the highway. $386 was minimum.
Minimum?
I paid $400. I paid $450 for going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit on a service street here in California.
All right, so
that was
more. Yeah.
So yeah, it was expensive. And then
Jesus.
of course you have to do the
points on
traffic
your
school
license.
and pay for that, and points on your license.
And that lasts for what, 48 months in your state?
Traffic school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traffic school. Yes.
I
If
have
you
a-
want it off, if you want it off your record.
It's called a defensive
and you
driving
don't
course.
Have, yeah.
And
you don't have multiple ones,
in the
multiple
States.
tickets in 1 year.
In the States, Matt, you're allowed 18 points of offenses. A speeding ticket might be worth 3. Making an illegal left turn might be 2. Now, in order
Speeding
to take,
in a schoolyard, the school traffic. Oh, that's a big one.
well, now they even have cameras, which I like because cameras will send you the ticket and you don't get it against your license. But anyway, so Matt, what happens is, let's say Al drives like crap. He gets busted. He's got 7 or 8 points. He can go to this defensive driving school and get 3 points knocked off, which will help his insurance to a certain degree.
Oh God,
That's the
right.
kind of, right? Is that right, Al? Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's about
That's
right.
the way it is here in New York, at least. I remember one
Most
time
true.
I didn't.
How
return my
fast can I
plate.
go for $2,000?
Yeah. I
What I
didn't
want to
return
know
my
is, what are y'all
plate.
doing getting speeding tickets? I haven't seen one of those in like 35, 40 years.
Well,
So-
I didn't get the ticket because you know why, but he just said that, you know, you don't want to actually get caught speeding here. It's a lot of friggin' money.
Yeah, I got busted. 1995 was probably around the last time I got done speeding, and I said to myself back then, because to me that's just a freaking stupid waste of money.
Oh, I
And
hate it.
I hate giving people money for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact that, oh, you were doing a couple of Ks over the speed limit. Oh, piss off. So I haven't had a speeding ticket since. I mean, shit, man,
$100.
you know how much I drive.
Yeah.
Yes, I haven't had one since about 1995. And back then it was like 150 odd bucks. I still remember.
We have states
Well,
here
Matt-
that make it illegal to have a radar detector.
Yeah, same here.
Matt, isn't the rule even stringent for you since you're a commercial driver? So if you, I don't know how, and here in the States, if you have certain points, you can't drive to get paid. You can't be a commercial driver. What you do,
Well, look,
Do you have a
there's-
different license because you drive a truck?
CDL.
I would assume so. Yeah.
CDLs,
Yeah.
I mean, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in Canada, it's called an AZ license. I'm not too sure what it is in the States, but that's your semi license, the AZ. But in Australia here, mine's called a HC, which is a heavy combination. And
That
we've
would
got
be
one
Class A, 18 wheels. Here in States is Class A. If you're driving 18 wheels, I have my Class B license, which is kind of like a bobtail over a certain weight. I did it for about 10 years. I was a commercial route driver. This is way back in the day.
Over
You
20.
know, as a paramedic, those things ambulances are considered trucks. So we actually have
Because you're transporting.
emergency vehicle operations courses we have to take. Just like a police officer, and you get certification on your driver's license, like how to fishtail a thing in wet pavement, that crap.
Mhm.
EVO, emergency vehicle operations.
Take care, Bob.
I learned all that stuff when I was 18. Just got my license. Yeah.
The whole point of our system for that schooling was to reduce the points on the driver's license because insurance used to friggin' like double, didn't it? Your driver's insurance.
Oh, if you get points
Yeah.
or accidents,
Oh, big time.
how much do you pay for insurance in California, Al, if I may ask?
I'll give you $20, Tim.
Well, it depends.
6 months.
If it's
Your
just
car, full
liability,
coverage. Well, what do you
full
have? Full
coverage?
coverage or
Holy shit.
What
Full
do you have?
coverage. Oh, man, I got liability because my car's not brand new. So I'm just paying the bare minimum, which is
Yes.
probably about $200, $250
a month?
a month.
A month?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Mine,
I'm good.
mine for 6 months.
Let's not forget the state of California is the highest tax-paying state in the United States.
That is
Other than
ridiculous.
New York.
What
Well, look.
you pay for and get here is overpriced. I'm by 100% sure. If you were to go to Texas or any other state.
I own a 2014 Subaru Legacy. It's full coverage. It cost me over $1,500 for 6 months,
Whoa.
and that's 3 drivers. That's
3 drivers.
my
I'm
son
going
is-
to go
my
through,
son
I'm gonna
is-
go through
my son
something
is-
that will make you guys want to move.
Oh, I know. My son is he was 21 when he got his license, and my wife just totaled 2 cars, hers and the one she hit. So I think that's part of it too.
You'll love Florida. Florida's a shared state. You're both equally at fault.
Oh, wow. So regardless, 50-50. Oh, that sucks.
Well, here's that.
Runs up your ass. You're
Yeah.
stationary instead of lights.
Shared. You're
I
at
just
fault.
went through the re-up on my insurance for both of my companies and my personal. Okay.
Holy shit.
Personally here,
No way.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles, just myself, 2 motorcycles, 3 vehicles, and an RV at a replacement cost of 120 grand. My yearly price for full coverage insurance was $1,800.
For all of it.
Yearly.
That's because you can only drive one of those things at a time.
Well, there's
Well,
a
I've got 2 cars on the
No,
motorcycle.
I hear you. It's a lot cheaper everywhere but New York.
Now-
And then in New York, depending on where you live, they go by your zip code. They go with the police reports on how many cars were stolen in that zip code.
Yeah.
And I
They
live
do it
near
by the
4.
color of the car too. You know, red cars are more likely
I
to
thought
get
that was
stolen.
true. That isn't true. I heard that. They're more likely to get pulled over, but they don't charge you insurance, more or
My
less.
motorcycle insurance is cheap. I only
yeah,
pay
that
like
was
what, quarterly, like
$300.
every 3 months. Mine was like $118 I'm paying.
Yeah, it was like
$120
$300 a
every
year.
3.
I've got
Yeah.
Geico. Everything is a 6-month
Mhm.
payment.
Okay, here's what's going to blow your mind about insurance. Now, I have 2 companies. I have a drone company, of course. I have my landscaping company. My landscaping company, I have 16, 18 trucks, 20 or so employees. We do chemical applications.
Take care, Bob.
Liability insurance, 5 million, 10 million. Okay. 5 million, 10 million aggregate. My policy per year is $4,500. Okay, for a whole bunch of really not very intelligent people to be driving around big, heavy 1.5 ton trucks and with lots and lots of chemicals. My one policy, single policy for my single aerial application drone was $6,500 last year.
There you go. Now you look at the now. This is what shits me about this crap, is that your car insurance. You know, people die in cars. They crash cars all the freaking time. It's a high risk sort of pastime, basically.
Right.
And yet a drone, which is very, very rarely going to have anything ever go wrong with it. They sting you like a bitch.
But you know why, right?
Back to we're breaking new ground.
No, you have more people paying into a pool of insurance. You don't have that many people paying into Matt's kind of insurance.
Well, you've also got unknowns. There's a lot of unknowns in our industry.
Are you kidding me? I got an increase in my insurance. I asked the lady why. She goes, because people are texting and crashing. I said, and that's my fault, right? Because of other people's mistakes, we have to pay. Because just because of what do they call it? Insurance fraud. We're paying for that.
Yeah.
The companies aren't going to take that loss. They just pass it down. You know who owns Geico, Jim?
Who?
Warren Buffett.
Really?
Yep. Warren Buffett is all about Geico.
And
you know
that's
what kills me about Geico?
Tomorrow, Jim cancels his Geico insurance.
No, you know what kills me about Geico? If they put 10 less commercials every day, we could all save money.
Oh,
you know how much
man,
money they
that's
spend on
Progressive.
commercials?
Progressive
And
is
them
worse.
too. They're the same. And this other one,
The General.
State Farm with the emu, freaking bullshit ostrich. I don't know.
Do you have the General?
Yes, but
The
that's
cheapest ass commercials I've ever seen.
yeah,
Produced.
what's his name with the basketball player?
Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq.
Yeah, yeah, but they transfer you to another company. It's not the General. They'll transfer you to Allstate.
Oh,
They're
it's
just they're like a
policy
third
thing.
Yeah,
Agency.
I tried that. They sent me to somebody else. The cheapest here in New York is Geico.
What's it
Other
like
than-
for you, Matt, down there?
For insurance,
Yeah,
yeah, not bad. I pay probably $500 a year on one car.
Oh, wow, that's not bad.
is that for
And
full coverage?
Yeah, that's full comprehensive.
Wow.
Night,
covers
Jim.
everything. So it's not too bad. Even house insurance and things like that. I think my house is about $140 a month. And what else have I got? I have 3 lots of insurance. Car, house. Oh no, that's right. Car and house. That's about it. So
About life.
yeah, yeah.
How about Tiny Hawk too?
I've got them. Tiny Hawk too. Hasn't
Isn't
got
that
care.
under homeowners?
Hey,
Is that covered under homeowners? If the Tiny Hawk burns down the house?
could be. It could be, and I won't be surprised if it does. But I generally plug this thing in outside, so if it melts, I'll take a public park out rather than my house.
I wouldn't want them to find it to be the cause because it's a drone. For God's sakes, they'll say, "Oh well, that's an act of God. That's not
Yeah.
covered."
And you know what? There's cameras in these parks too, so they see me rock up. They see me. Oh, look, here he is. Here, look, there's his car. Look at his number plate. Let's go straight round his place, motherfuckers.
Hey guys, dumbass is back.
Why does it take so long to polish that lens?
Remember that guy that did that funny walk and dance? He's back.
Exactly.
Oh, Tim. Here comes that dickhead. He keeps crunching his drone. I'm their lunchtime fucking entertainment.
There's this show on NBC called The Capture. It's about British, the UK with all their CCTV on every street corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the most. These people are the most watched. I couldn't live like that. Anyway,
You know, Germany is like that. Go ahead, Jim. Sorry.
yeah, thanks.
I thought you were finished. Let's go. Let's go.
Kenny's leaving. Take care, Kenny.
Night, Kenny. Night, Jim. Night, Bob. I don't blame you.
Carlos.
I don't
Yeah,
blame
I'm
any of you.
I'm hungry. I'm eating on a live stream like our buddy Adrian would. So I'm getting out of here. Brian, Carlos,
Hey, Al.
Matt, Jim.
As long
Be
as you're
well.
not
Sure,
doing
thank
greasy
you.
chicken now.
Was he doing
I'm out of
chicken?
here.
Greasy chicken.
No, I'm eating pita chips.
That's
I'm trying to
fine.
eat correctly, man. Because Carlos called me a fat bastard in the other stream, and
never
he
said
doesn't
you
subscribe to me.
Did I?
Cocksucker doesn't subscribe to me. He doesn't even know who I am. So yeah, I'm just doing it.
And his
All
watch
right,
time.
gentlemen. Yeah, be well, everyone. Take care, everyone in the chat. All right,
Night,
guys, it's been fun. Later.
Take it easy, Skinny.
See you, bud.
Jeez. Al has really come out of his shell, hasn't he?
I'm expecting a rant video soon.
When he first came on, do you remember how proper and polite he was, Matt?
Absolutely. Yeah. And whenever we said something a little bit controversial, he'd be like, "Oh, hang on, can you say that?" So yeah, because you know how we swear at each other and we pay the shit out of each other and whatever. He was sort of a bit taken back by that.
Oh, you should have seen him the first time I called him a spick. He held it against me. Yeah. I said I got spicks, wops, and I'm the, what do you call the Irishman?
Mix.
You know,
Mick. Yeah. You know, from the old days, right? You guys know it. Well, he was like, whoa, you're saying that on YouTube? Come on, man. This is not a politically correct channel.
Well, you know what? You know, he's in an industry where, you know, unfortunately, I mean, there's so much shit going on in this world at the moment. It's doing my freaking head in. But with all this gender bullshit,
You
and there's
heard
like
about the Dr. Seuss books?
29.
Did you hear about the Dr. Seuss books? They want to take 5 or 6 Dr. Seuss books down because they're not
But they gave us back Mr.
politically
Potato Head.
correct. But I seriously, changing the subject kind of, I think everybody should buy those 6 books and hold on to them because they will be collector's items.
Yeah, they've changed a
And
lot.
the
They're
Jeep Grand
changing
Cherokee.
brand names. Yeah.
The Jeep Grand Cherokee. I think the best one was the Washington Redskins. They changed their name to the football team. That's great. That's
I have a
great.
21-year-old Jeep Cherokee. I'm keeping it.
Hold on to that, or at least the nameplate. If you ever, turn rip off Cherokee.
Yeah, pop
Matt, to finish your stories here, it's like
What's
almost
up,
as
Tim?
bad as your channel.
Sorry.
To finish your story here, it's almost as bad as your channel.
I know. It's yeah, in between sentences.
Yeah.
That's just like, I'm not interested in what you're saying.
Yeah. Screw you. Did you see that bird flying the other day?
Real.
Some people are too sensitive on YouTube. They got to get over it.
Well, when the
Especially-
man's in the middle of telling a
especially on
story,
YouTube.
you walk right over him.
Not me.
What?
No, not you. No, that would never happen.
Let's just go to that replay.
It must be a time delay. I don't know what it is.
A 15-hour one, mate.
You're in the future.
I am. There goes Tim Jackson. How are you, mate?
Pretty good. How are you?
How's that Maverick going?
Yeah, the Maverick's doing good.
Yeah.
Looks awful light wherever you're at.
Yeah, it's only 118.
What do you got? You got three printers now? You got 5 printers?
5
Yeah.
printed.
What the hell are you making?
It's a lot of toothpicks, dude.
And he doesn't mean drones.
Smart ass.
Actually, Tim,
Yes.
is there a 3D print for a Tiny Hawk shell?
Oh, stop being so cheap. It's $6. Give me your
I was
address.
gonna
I'll send you
say-
one. Holy
It's just
shit.
interesting to find out whether there is.
I'll send you 2.
The postage for him to send it to you would probably be more than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll go up and see him because we're going to go fly up that way soon.
What is that?
I'll
What is
give him
that,
2.
Brian? Your green screen's killing it, Brian.
Yeah, I know. Let me show you this though. You talked about car insurance earlier. They knocked $180 a year off my.
Oh, they're watching you drive that thing.
If I put this little tracer on my truck.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, he got the.
You got that thing? Companies are offering that. They'll monitor your speeds and
They
this,
monitor your mileage allegedly, and
yeah, right.
like they're not going to monitor my speed too.
Well, think of it this way: Easy Pass. You guys have Easy Pass in your state?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to Easy Pass at point A, and you go to Easy Pass at point B, and if the speed limit is 55 miles an hour and you made it sooner, technically they could give you a ticket, right?
Yes, they can.
Or not even a ticket, but now whatchamacallit, Geico or whoever is going to say, well, Brian, how did you make it so quick if you're supposed to be, 55
what's
miles
funny?
per hour?
Florida has white lines on the highway, like I-95. There's still white lines on there.
That's
And
racist.
every now and then you'll see signs that say speed monitored by aircraft.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So just like you just said, between the 2 points, we
But
know
I've
how
seen that in Jersey. Same thing.
We've got those point-to-point cameras all down the East Coast, where it's and people don't realize. Some people don't realize that they're point-to-point cameras, and what they do is they slow down to the speed limit to go through the camera, and then they nail it.
Yeah.
Right? They think they're through the speed camera, and there's another speed camera up there. Oh, slow back down again, and they still get a ticket because they've done it 10 minutes quicker than anyone else.
Ever.
Well, yeah. When we came down to Florida here last month, we got down at on the 13th of January, and we part of our trip was down the turnpike. Okay, we got off there at 27 and went down to Lake Wales where we were at, and it said, the 18th of January they're switching over to all cameras for tolls. So we paid. I don't know how much we paid for toll. They had $20.
But you get a discount.
Yeah. Well, we were coming back north on 27 on the turnpike, on the turnpike, not 27. But we got on, and it was like there's nobody for cash because I'm apparently not from Florida, and I have a bike rack on my RV that covers the license plate completely.
Beautiful.
And I was like, I don't know what to do. So we just sailed on through it. And it was supposed to be within like 3 days, you're supposed to get a bill for
mail a ticket. Bill, yeah.
Florida, you only have to have one, what we call them license plates in New York, but down here they call them tags. You only have to have one tag on the car, and that's in the back.
Yep. And that's the only place I got one. Same in Ohio. Just one.
Yeah. On the bike racks and all that sort of shit on the back of the cars here, you've actually got to have another number plate. It doesn't have to be the same size. But you've got to have another number plate there, fully visible from the rear. So that's what you haven't got, Matt. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I got a tag on it, but a bike rack. But it was covered.
He doesn't have the second tag.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah. We've got to have a visible one. So that's actually on the bike rack. Yeah.
Well, what they do here now also is they put these plastic lens covers.
Yeah.
And when the camera takes a picture, it reflects back so they don't get a plate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I
There's
heard
a
about
market for everything, brother.
But it's illegal, technically. Actually, in New York, you know, where they put the little frame, like you bought it from so-and-so place?
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Same here in Florida because it partially covers the number. You know, that little number sticker you have to put on there for each year?
That we don't have.
Yeah, we get a little tiny. Oh, Carlos, it's like a half inch.
No, I've seen them. It's like a motorcycle
tiny
inspection or registration.
Oh, what a pain in the ass to peel that off.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, check the private chat. See if that's sort of what you look for.
So that means there is a 3D print.
It might
I
be.
gotta find the exact one. I don't know if that's the exact one.
Tiny Hawk 2.
And Tim will try it too.
It has to
That
say
would-
Tiny
that would
Hawk.
be-
No, that's not the one.
Yeah, that's for mine.
That's for you. I'll keep on looking.
Yeah, no. I haven't got that.
Hey, Matt,
Yeah, mate.
I had a question for you earlier. You missed it, though, but have you hung that thing in a tree more than a few times yet?
No, but
You
what I
haven't
have.
flown the damn thing then, have you?
Yeah, no. Is it? No, I'm just too good, mate. You know, no, I'm not. I have landed this that pergola thing that I'm fucking shoot under, right? I don't know how. Twice now, I've landed it on the freaking roof, right? I don't know how the hell that happened, but
You
anyway.
don't know how, huh?
No, fucked
It was
up.
not part of the flight plan.
So, yeah, I mean, I could have pushed that panic button and it wouldn't happen. But this here, right? So it's stuck on there. It's right up the top of the apex of the roof, right?
You forgot. You
So I
forgot
spin
to
it up.
return to home thing, didn't you?
Yeah, area not suitable for landing.
I think I found it, Matt. I think I found it. Probably like it.
See, man, I got a frame here for you.
That's the one, brother.
Why didn't it say that when it was above my palm tree, for Christ's sake?
Exactly. That shouldn't have happened.
Is that the right one?
Yeah, it was sort of stuck in the ridge, so I was spinning it up, going, woof, woof, and it was moving a little bit, woof, 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 and I got it to about halfway down before the battery crapped out. So then I walked around the whole freaking park looking for a huge ass branch. So I found one of them, and then I'm up there fucking dragging this thing down from the top. And that happened twice.
Dude, I don't go anywhere with my Tiny Hawk without my 30-foot gopher pole. You've got to have it. And hope
I
it
could
is-
just see you walking down the road with this thing.
No, luckily you ain't gonna be with the Tiny Hawk. You're not gonna be walking too far.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's exactly right. Yeah, but walking anywhere is too far. Yeah, that's the one.
Is that the one, Matt?
That's so. There's two of them. There's a Tiny Hawk 1 and the Tiny Hawk. That's the Tiny Hawk. Well, I don't know.
Tiny
Shit.
Hawk 2.
You got the one, Matt. I think.
Matt,
No,
look,
I've
the
got the
top is
two.
different. The top on the 1 is a solid piece. The top on the 2 is you can pull it off.
Just show which one you think. Hold on.
Take your hand off it.
Stay there.
There you go. Side
That'll
view.
be it. That's it then.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
same.
Matt, a suggestion. You have what do they call that? Shrink wrap? Not shrink wrap. That little.
Frank Tubin?
Yeah, you have shrink tubing, Matt.
No, I haven't.
You see the antenna that doesn't have the black on it?
Yep.
Put some shrink tubing on that, because that will snap off, and then that'll kill your reception.
That's the video. Is that the video feed?
No, I believe that one's the VTX.
Okay. Righto. It will snap
But
off.
what I'm saying is no, that's actually, that's the receiver one.
Receiver?
That's the receiver, yeah.
Okay.
But a little piece of shrink tubing, so it doesn't snap off. Because from being upside down, that's what happened to mine.
Okay.
The antenna just broke in half.
What's it made out of?
It's just a little wire and a wire. It's right. It's like almost plastic on the outside, but if you go a little bit down, it's actual wire.
Oh,
You
so
actually could see where it goes.
from it moving?
From it just bending, crashing upside down, and
Yeah, I do see it.
When you fucker.
The white one?
You see it's
Damn, man,
yeah,
what
the
hell
white
you been
one.
doing to that thing, bud?
There you go.
Oh, yeah, right there. Don't move. Hold it
Right
there for
there.
5 minutes.
Turn it upside down.
Cracking that thing too?
5 minutes.
You see where it's two different materials? That's where you want to put the shrink tubing, because it will.
Can you show me that upside down and face towards the cam?
Yeah, sure. I'll just show you one of my videos. Where do you want
Paul
it?
camera's got it.
Show it like that. Yep, that's right. I got the same one. All right.
Now take your shirt off.
No.
And turn around.
No.
Turn around 3 times.
With
And
the
jump
video
up and
camera.
down.
I'm just doing my compass calibration.
Hey, Matt, I found one of my shirts.
Hey, why don't you
Holy
send me one of those?
Oh, wow.
Is that in the duster drawer?
That's like about, Jesus,
I'll
had
send
to
you
be
a
a
drone
year
strike
ago.
one.
Is that the one? Is that the one, Tim? You reckon?
Yep.
Is
Well,
that Thingiverse?
Yeah.
What's that? What's that on top of it though?
What do you mean?
I don't think it's the same one, mate.
Can you show a picture? Share the
because
picture.
I'll share that screen.
Wouldn't that be a novel idea so we all know what the hell you're talking about?
I'd rather just try to picture it.
Slack prick. Now,
What's up with the top?
exactly, the top's not the same. Now it should have a little
But the
thing
frame's
there
the same.
to put your your screws and shit in for your camera. That's a different. That's a Tiny Hawk 1 camera.
No, not even.
No.
Well, not
no.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Hold on. Show that picture again. Okay. See the white on that? That's what I'm printing. I'm not printing.
No,
that.
that's a Tiny Hawk 1. I can see it.
Yeah.
That's a Tiny Hawk 1. That's not the right frame.
See the frame. The white part is all I'm printing. You gotta unscrew all that shit and put it on this new one.
But
No,
it doesn't.
it's not the right one.
Unscrew.
It's
It
not the
doesn't
right
unscrew.
one.
That
That's
top
the-
bit. That top bit isn't the same as this one. That
Right.
that top bit's all in one. You can't unscrew that top bit.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all
Right.
one piece.
Yeah. Yeah. See, all of that is
That looks like they just replaced the canopy.
yeah. If you have a look at that, Tim, all
Yeah.
of that is all joined together.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Only the actual camera cowling comes off.
The camera
Right.
can actually be replaced.
And it's curved too.
Looks a bit scratched, doesn't it? What's going on there?
And plus it's curved.
Gee, I wonder how it got scratched.
Look at that. Someone else has been flying. Who's been flying this?
You know, I've been flying this thing for 6 months. Now, I do clean it off after everything, but I don't see, well, the green screen's fucking me up.
A few
I
holes
don't
in
see any
it.
marks like what Matt's got on his. I
You
don't
need
get it.
Oh yeah, no.
What am I
this-
doing wrong? Maybe because I landed in trees so much and it's not hitting the roof. I don't know.
Yeah, and your neighbor's pool, right?
The
Asphalt.
neighbor's cool. It got good and clean for 3 hours.
3
But hey,
hours.
it still flies.
No,
Can't
this
believe that. Can't believe
this
it.
here has done a lot of crashing into concrete. And
See, I hit
metal.
the grass. I'm always in grass, either grass or trees.
yeah, and even through because where this snapped here, because I was coming around, I dove down and I just pulled it out of the dive because I thought I was lined up with this, but I wasn't. Bang! Next camera's like this.
but I wasn't. I thought I knew where the hell I was going, but I didn't.
So you got the Tiny Hawk 1 or 2?
2.
Oh, I got a Nat from Drone Strike up there. He has not seen your video on the. I got to pull that up.
What? I've seen Matt's video.
Oh, you saw him when he's doing that little walk across?
He's doing that walk across, and he takes it. And he goes,
Dude, you got
Yeah.
You got to play it anyway. That is, I just giggle every time I see it.
I love that walk. What the hell's his name?
Getting some mileage out of that one, aren't I?
Well, we gotta watch it. No one else is.
Yeah. I got more views on that crappy freaking shorts video.
While you look for that, I'm going to play my favorite, Jim.
All right.
Let me see if I find it.
Oh, man. I think I screwed my camera up again.
Jesus. You and that thing, Brian.
come on, man.
Hey, I just ordered a pair of goggles. I've got my transmitter,
Which goggles did you go for?
the Sky Zone Cobra X.
Oh, good. The new ones.
Yeah, but I'm
220?
going to take a month before I pick out a bird because I want to play some simulator time. You know, I get some time. You can do different ones on different on Sims. That'll give me a better idea because last time I did a stream, I had no clue as to what I was going to do. Somebody said, "Get the sim, do the sim." So I downloaded it and shit, and I got to find
Which
time.
one? Which
Are
one?
they Sims any good? I've never used one. Are they any good?
Did you get Velocity Drone? Lift off. Okay, that's what I have.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
There's no replacement for displacement.
Yeah. This is just a classic. Full screen, Jim. I'm going to share this out again.
Where's the walk? That's my part right there. Look at that dumbass. One.
See that
Two.
rail grind? Beautiful.
Yeah. 3.
Bam! Look how far apart
4.
those beams are, and he hits it.
5.
It is a scratches,
6.
Brian.
7. 8. 9. 10. You couldn't hit that thing if you wanted to. You know that?
That's what I told him. Aim for stuff next time. You'll probably miss.
Hey, Matt, your next video needs to be like this when you're flying. You're like,
Dead set. Yeah. Like this.
yeah.
That'd be funny as shit.
That's so funny. Oh, shit, yeah.
Especially with those big ass goggles. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
You look
Huge.
stupid enough anyway, don't you? You know? You got a drive-in movie theater on your face. Fuck.
Ah, shit.
How'd you go there, Timbo? They haven't got the 2, have they?
I'm looking. I can't find it.
Yeah.
There's cases, stands. a lot
I'm
of
surprised you didn't find that right off.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And when you crash, you got to fall off your chair.
shit. What the hell is he doing? Oh, good.
Well, I mean, flying what I've been flying for as long as I have been flying it, and then moving to this, yeah, I had to sit down. Like this is the funny part because I sponsor a little drone racing team, a STEM project team for my local school.
Oh, cool.
And, they invited me out. This was pre-COVID, but they invited me to their little shack that they do their practicing and things. And they use these. They actually 3D print these tiny little things out. They build them completely. program them completely, and then they fly them and they have to race them. Well, they had me out, and they were like, since you're a sponsor, we want you to sit down, and if you've never flown FPV before, and I was like, I've never done this before. And they gave me a pair of goggles, and they were like, here, stand here and watch us do this. And they're flying in this little room. It's the size of this, 10 by 12, 10 by 15, whatever it is, going through chairs and ladders and stuff with these little tiny little drones. And I about fell down. And they're like, oh, old guy, you might want to sit down. So I'm sitting there with these 14, 13, 14, 15-year-olds that are flying this stuff, and they know what I do. And I put these goggles on, and I'm sitting in this chair going.
Probably look like Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Slow down. Oh, God. Oh, God.
It looks like The Fly.
You see Stevie Wonder when he sings?
Yeah.
Actually, when I do ride-alongs and I give somebody another pair of goggles, I actually tell them to lean up on something or sit down because they will fall or they could fall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a girl with her father, and the father let her do a ride-along, but I told them, stand behind your daughter, make sure she doesn't
fall backwards,
fall down.
Tim,
when you do that with people,
link?
people love it. When you give them a ride-along, they love that.
What's a ride-along?
You get a second pair of goggles, and you hook up to your drone, and they're watching you at the same time.
Did you see the link, Tim, that Edge FPV put up there?
Yeah, I'm going through it, and Sean's going through it to get it, to find it.
All right.
Emax Tiny Hawk 2, printable 3D models, blah, blah, blah.
You getting the freestyle next, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask this question to those of you that do FPV. I have other goggles that have a AV port out, and they came with a little cable. Now, would there be a way to use that through a computer to
simulator
record
live stream?
Oh no, but you can actually use them in a simulator. Supposedly, if you hook it up to your computer, what you're seeing on the computer transfers to your goggles.
Huh? That would be interesting. Just curious.
Oh, that's a 3D case.
Yeah, because why did it come with that? Right?
I don't know.
To put it on maybe a TV, like to put it on a bigger screen.
Yeah, this one has a little AV port where you get a little cable with a 3.5 millimeter plug, and it has the 3 little dingle dangles coming off of it, and you plug it into whatever. I don't know. Just curious because I don't know enough about it.
I mean, you can get a cable that's an AV cable, and it'll wire into a single, like a 1.8 that you can plug into a phone, maybe too.
Mm-hmm.
No,
that's no good either.
I have HDMI.
Why do they have Emax Tiny Hawk 2 freestyle? That's not a that print there is not a Tiny Hawk 2.
Well, the Tiny Hawk 2 freestyle is different than the Tiny Hawk 2.
Yeah, that's right. They've named.
I'm just wondering why.
And then there's even a Tiny Hawk race.
That's
They've named this print 3 different things, all in one title.
Ooh, do the ductless one.
It has cases. It has everything.
This one's called the Emax Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle Cinewhoop.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
What's the difference, Matt?
Oh, here we go. Oh, no, it's a display stand. Fuck's sake, you got a display stand for your Tiny Hawk. Are you proud of that one?
What's the thing, 3 inches?
Brian uses a tree for his display stand.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to get a bunch of them, make a Christmas tree next year.
Ornaments.
Just fly them into a tree and you make the ornaments.
Well, Stevie reckons there's a shitload in the tree through New York. They're just hanging everywhere.
HDMI, yeah.
Man, how hard is it?
Carlos, Sean has tried it, and he says only
work.
through HDMI.
I tried it. Does it work on a TV? I would assume it would work on a TV. I would think.
He says it does.
Tiny Hawk.
Oh yeah, it does work on TV.
Where is that?
Yeah, there's got to be something to pipe it in so you can give a flight through a live stream. I mean, shoot, you can live stream through a Phantom or whatever. Yeah.
You use one of these bad boys, HDMI, and
There you go.
mine happens to be USB-C.
Adapter.
A dongle, yes.
A dongle. A dingle dangle.
I love my dongles. Don't make
Oh
fun of
my
my
God.
dongles. I got my Da Vinci dongle.
OTG.
I know. I had to throw that in there because I know how Jim is with a dongle.
I play with my dongles every night.
Love my dongle.
You do. You do. They're an easy reach, though, just above your eyebrows, though, eh?
I can move my dongle anywhere. Depends what he's shooting for.
The money shot.
Gone for distance.
It's an output, not an input, so it will not work for the simulator.
You have an echo in your mic, Jim.
I've heard it works for Sims.
I'm hearing that now. That can't be me.
Sounds
Is it me?
like no.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See, it's coming from his.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, that's muted with Tim. Let's see, Brian.
Muted.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See, mute everybody but you, Jim.
Brian, did I unmute you?
No, I did it myself.
We're all muted.
I know I heard an echo.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, there's an echo there.
Yeah.
Where else is it coming from? Never had one before.
Don't hear it.
Yeah, little bit, but you can. Yeah.
Actually, Jim, it was going on early tonight, but that was when Ray Kelly was in here, and he's echoed on me quite a few times. I just thought it was him.
Yeah, that was at the distance.
Hey, Carlos. Where do you buy the bloody where do you buy the frames, mate? Are they on Amazon?
RDQ, Pyro. Oh, you might try Amazon. Yeah. They even have different colored ones. They have camouflage. I would not strongly suggest. You want something bright.
Oh, come on, man. That would
Pink.
just add to the challenge. I
Pink,
didn't know
yellow.
I'm getting camo.
Right.
That's hard to find, dude.
Anything bright. You know, another way to find it, just so you know, Matt, is you arm the motors and listen.
It's very quiet, though. And you know what? When I've got parrots and birds going off in the background because they're just noisy as shit where I am, you've got to be on top of it before you can actually hear the bloody thing.
Now, you're not recording your flights, right, Matt?
No.
SkyDroid. Order that when you get your, what do you call it? Frame. SkyDroid.
Yeah, Night Train sent me the link for that again, and I've got to actually spark up the S4 again because it's not compatible with my S20.
I hear the echo and I'm not talking.
S4, got to do a screen record on the bloody thing. I wonder if the battery still works in this. Fucking hell. Where's my charger for this?
My S4 is not usable anymore. It died.
Oh, did it? We new
Talking
battery.
about a phone, S4?
Yeah.
Samsung S4. Note.
What are you using it for?
Screen.
Oh, it's a screen record. Okay.
There's like because it's not compatible. It's not compatible with the 20 and the SkyDroid. I think it only goes up to like S6 or 7 to be compatible, and then of course you got the Hueys and all that sort of other bloody phone bizzo. But I've got the S4, so I'll see if number one if I can charge this bloody phone back up. I have got another battery for this thing, but I haven't booted this up for quite some time.
And then there's an app that you download called OTG.
Yep.
OTG View.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whack that on there.
You have to have that. That's the only way you can record.
It just makes it easier. I mean, SkyDroid has its own app, but this one, Drone Worship, turned me on to, and it seems to work well.
Yeah, that's what Ed was saying. For live flying, use the SkyDroid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see my crash video?
Yeah.
Jim? Yeah, you saw
Played it,
that, right? Yeah. That was on live. Drone Bum did a live. Ed does lives. Drone Days does a live. They're fun.
I thought Ed was doing his through OBS.
He does his through XSplit, but we use StreamYard.
That's right.
He's fancy. He has all those scrolling messages and tags.
Oh man, this computer has XSplit. It came with it. I'm not trying to learn anything new at this point. I've got OBS on here, and that all went to hell when Hangouts dropped out of the game. You know, when Google took Hangouts away.
What, Hangouts isn't a thing anymore? I just used it the other day.
That's long gone, my friend.
I think it was August 1st or August 30th of last year, or the year before. I don't know. No, the year before. Yeah, because we were in COVID. Never mind. Yeah. Man, it's already been a year. It's amazing how fast time is flying. At least for me. I don't know about you guys. It's crazy.
Hey, Carlos, was that video the one that you flew and hit the wall or something? And slid down?
Yeah.
That was fucking wild.
That was crazy.
Where you were outside and hit the window and it fell.
Yeah.
Stories.
Yeah.
Covered it.
What a crazy save!
I did.
Did you see that, Matt?
That was unreal.
Yeah, Matt saw it. I don't know about Condiff, but the other Matt did see it. I did it again and crashed the other night with who was it? Ed.
We got to pull it up again, Carlos.
You did?
Oh man, I crashed. I hit the bottom. I crashed a few times. One time I was stuck on the window. I screwed up. It was nighttime, but it's fun trying. I don't know. Might as well.
Hell yeah. That's wild.
SKY. Okay. There we are.
I got
What's the name of that one, Carlos?
It's the first one. Should be
Emacs. Yeah. That
You
music.
can't find the frame. You can't find the frame to print because it's copyrighted by Emacs. So.
Oh,
wow.
you kidding?
I believe.
Can't find it nowhere. I tried. Sean tried.
Well, there was an open frame, an open duct frame.
Yeah, that was the open duct, but that was a Tiny Hawk 1.
Was it a 1? I thought it was a 2.
Yeah, it was 1.
Huh.
Six-story drop.
I heard. I like the background.
Beautiful sound effect.
Heavy breathing.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's like the most amazing save.
My palms were sweating, boy. Let me tell you. Oof.
You know what's amazing to me? Before we went live, I was showing Jim and Al a video that I made, and there was snow on the ground, and Jim was just like, "What's all that white stuff?"
Been a long time, brother.
Let me see something if I can find. I think it was on Ed's video last that I crashed.
Yeah, that was a great save, man. My
Here,
God.
I got one flying around in my shop with my little whoop thing.
Oh, cool! I want to see.
And
Yeah, I might do it in Tinkercad. Fuck it.
Jim, I'm gonna put a link, which is Ed's live stream, but you got to fast forward to like 6 hours and 30 minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah,
It was a long live.
he did a long live stream, 7.5 hours. Crazy man.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Holy
He's
shit.
standing up.
I was there with him. Oh, that's nice. We are in Horizon. You're doing great, whatever you're doing. I'm gonna tell you, like I tell Mitch, the professor, practice right turns.
yeah, that's been tough for me.
Now he tells me.
I've got left turns mastered.
Yeah, except for that one.
Except for that one.
Except that.
I made that mistake. I taught my son how to ride a bike, and I forgot how to tell him how to stop.
Oh, shit.
You didn't do it on a hill, did you?
No, in the schoolyard, he hit the wall. Oops.
It's level mode, Ed says.
Level, yeah, it says it on the right. It works. He's
That's
getting the hang of
Horizon.
it.
That's Horizon, is it? Level?
Can you do rolls?
I think.
Okay.
This is about as much as I know about FPV.
Anyway, 6 hours and 30 in that video.
So you got a good amount of room there.
Oh, yeah.
And that helps a lot, especially inside.
Oh!
He loves that forklift.
And he disarmed it quickly. That's good flying. And in close quarters. Ouch.
Ooh.
Wait, let me
Smoke
back up.
mixer.
I do anything inside like that, all you see is the cat's paw going across.
You know what, Matt? Practice figure eights.
Damn.
You know, I have done that. I do that here in the house. I don't have very much room here as much as I do in the shop, but
Yeah, yeah.
So did you take out that forklift or not, man? You 3 times.
oh yeah, dude, I've replaced everything on this little thing other than the frame.
I mean the forklift.
No,
Move it outside.
it still runs.
What flight time do you get out of this thing, mate?
I don't know, 4
3
or
and
5
change.
minutes.
Oh, really? That long?
4 or 5. Jeez.
And this is a brushless, right? This is the beta.
I think they're 450 mAh batteries.
Yeah.
Matt, was that one that you were holding up before, that blue one?
Yeah, this little guy.
Yeah.
Hold on.
6 hours, 30 minutes.
Yeah, this little guy.
Okay, that's
It's the same as that Tiny Hawk that Matt has.
looks like except the blade's the other way. You're protected on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the other way around on the Tiny Hawk. Either way. You know what I found? The original props that came with these are useless. They fly off all the time.
Well, it's cracked probably.
Yeah, like, I've looked at that.
Check the hub. The hub.
Yeah, there has been one that has been cracked.
Okay.
So I did replace them, but just about every time it crashed, a prop had come off. Right now, I bought some aftermarket ones for it. This thing has been crashed so many times, not funny. And I've lost one prop, and that was just totally annihilated. But the rest of it, as soon as I crash them or whatever, I bring them back. I always just pinch them just to make sure they're back and located, and then I take off again. Boom, off you go. But those originals, they want to fly off all the time. I would have replaced every one of them. But these ones here, really good, man, really good.
Yeah, these are all the original motors and props that I had in that flight you just watched. Not one of them came off.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You got a lot of those little ones. How many little drones you got? Or FPV drones you got? Yeah, you got something.
I don't know, 2 or 3 of these. I've only got one of these. This is mine.
The one with the guy on it.
No, that doesn't count.
I mean, you get on Amazon, you drink a few, you order some shit. I mean, come on out.
Ain't that the truth? When I get onto Amazon or some shit like that, I go, yeah, I need that.
You know all you got to do is press this button?
Yeah. It doesn't. It's almost as if it doesn't come out of your bank account. You're not pulling it out of your wallet.
Yeah, I might be able to use that. Yeah.
When I first got Amazon Prime, I went crazy for the first month.
Oh yeah,
buying everything.
Oh, you know what I'm the worst on? The channel Voodoo. You guys ever seen it? It's a video.
I've heard of it.
$5.99. You know, that's all it is. So I just keep pressing the button. Look, I own it.
they're $4.99 on Amazon.
Oh, really?
Yep.
To own or to rent?
To own. If you're talking about the old stuff that I watch, that you probably watch because you're as old or older than me.
Yeah.
Why y'all
You
pay
know-
for that?
He's like, yeah, because you're older than us.
And yet you and Tim are the only ones here not wearing glasses.
Mm.
Do you have glasses, Matt?
No. I won't succumb to that.
Yes, I do.
Age 40, it was like a light switch.
Me too. 40 and change. Yep.
42.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
51 before I got mine.
Matt, Tim's got them too. With the
Wait, you're
glasses.
older than 51, Matt?
No, 42.
No, the other Matt.
Well,
Yeah,
Matt just
I'm 51 now. I turned 51.
Oh, so you just got them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can still read I can still watch the computer. I can still read the computer. I can still read it. It's just a little bit fuzzy. I
Yeah.
pop these on. It's like I'm freaking 16 again. Beautiful.
Yep. So if I want to see the chat, I got to put these on.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah.
I need glasses, distance and far. Close, rather.
Sky Droid.
Ed says that's when my arms weren't long enough when he was 42.
Yeah. Need longer arms. Crazy. Sucks getting old, kind of.
That's why I look at stuff like this.
They send these damn manuals that there's no way in
Oh,
hell
that's
you can read
crazy.
this crap.
I don't know about you. I have a magnifying glass on my desk.
I can't read that crap.
What does that say again? No, just kidding.
Yeah. I don't know. I still haven't read it.
I'll be right back, guys.
No.
Don't threaten us.
All right, so I got this keyed up
So if you're going to FPV, this is the only way to do it.
in the blind.
No.
Which ones are those? Oh, those are your magnifiers.
Yeah, I mean, these things will go like 15 power with this flip down here in the front. I love these, man. I used to work on, well, when I used to work on my trains, I'd pull those out almost every day. But that's how I used to out of the board on this thing when it got wet. I just had to get the lookers out and get in there with the solder gun. I said, well, this is easier than the train engine, actually.
See, that's what Al needs. I don't understand how he smoked up the house. He's got a pencil solder gun and everything, solder stick.
I should have one of those. I don't even have that.
Go a little further, Jim.
Further?
Say again, Matt.
I'll ask you a question. There's two Sky Droids. They're both 5.8, 150 channel.
Diversity. Two antennas.
Well, this one here says true diversity, and it's only got one antenna.
No, then that's not true. It's a lie.
It can't be diverse if it's only
If it's
one.
only one antenna, it has to have two. So they lied.
So the one with two antennas isn't advertised as true diversity.
That's the one you want. Anyway, let me play something, Jim, because I like to play it at least one time every stream.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Yeah, no,
Where's the
wrong one.
volume?
I know. My phone
Jim.
did that too.
Drone bump. Sounds very gay there.
Tommy, was that cameo? With you guys pay him $5 or something?
Not $5, but yeah. More than $5.
Oh, that's right. I saw. Everybody's different, right? Somebody can be $50.
Yep. I think Mr. Wonderful, the Canadian guy, rich guy, I think he wants $1,200 for 2 minutes.
What?
For what?
To say, hey, Matt Condiff, great flight the other day. Now everybody should subscribe and whatever, Yep. They'll
It's
do 2
called
minutes.
Cameo. Check it out, Matt, on your computer. Called Cameo.
Okay. I'm officially for sale.
$75, you can get Danny Bonaducci to do something for you.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's what people I didn't even know on there.
Yeah.
That's right. I checked it out after I saw your video. Like, what the hell is Cameo?
How much would Kim Kardashian be?
I don't care. I'm not going anywhere near that.
What?
That's
Okay,
used and
Chloe.
abused, man.
Chloe. The middle one.
Check it out.
$10.
Let's check it out. Cameo.
It's an app. Unique celebrity shout-outs.
Mhm.
Custom videos from the stars.
That's it.
Stars. I don't know who half of them are.
Well,
It's like with music.
Oh, it's got categories. That's so
Oh.
cute. Look at this. I'll share that now since that 6-hour video. I had no idea where I was supposed to go to.
There we go. You're on the good. There you go.
See, like, who's Jodie Sweetin? I never
Steve
know.
Harvey? Oh, daggone.
$750.
Did Mouse? Oh, heck yeah.
Don Johnson must have lost his mind.
Paul Abdul? Oh, are you
Man, that girl looks. She still dances like crazy.
Oh,
According
yeah.
to that commercial.
She started as a choreographer for the LA basketball team, whatever they
Not
call
a
it.
bad looking woman.
Okay, scroll down because I don't want this shit in my history. Who else? I don't know any of those people.
Carrot Top?
You got to be kidding me.
I didn't know it was
That guy's still around?
Yeah.
I thought he was dead.
Is Gia Gunn a male or a female?
No idea.
Oh, that's
I think
RuPaul. Is that RuPaul?
It looks like it. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
RuPaul, that's nasty. Oh, yeah.
What?
That's a
not
guy.
RuPaul.
That's a freaking guy. It says Gia Gunn, TV personality, RuPaul. I don't know. Whatever. I wouldn't give
Yeah,
her.
she was in Breaking Bad.
Who? This one here? Gia Gunn.
That's a different gun.
That's a different gun. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the wife. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. She's
Oh.
weird looking.
Scroll down a little bit more. There's a dude from Alfonso Rivero.
Oh yeah.
That's worth the money right there.
Who's Adria Barber? Who's that? What's this Full House? Everybody was on Full House.
I'm all right.
Oh yeah, she was the nerdy one. She was Kimmy on Full House.
Andrew
Kate Flannery.
You got to be shitting me.
Andrew Dice Clay is there?
He's in there, yeah, a little bit further down.
Where's
You
that?
guys play?
My favorite line is she wanted 12 inches and she wanted it to hurt. So
I banged her twice.
Twice.
hit her with a brick.
Hey!
I like that one.
Tony
Where
Hawk.
is that?
Hey, scroll down, Jim.
Yeah.
The one title they got is Queer Voices.
Oh, seriously? Queer voices?
Queer.
Seriously?
Where?
Louis Anderson.
Huh?
He's only $1.89. Oh, there's
Ooh,
Dice.
Taylor Tomlinson. Dude, I like her. She's funny.
Is she?
Yeah, she's funny. She's hilarious.
I gotta see her on Netflix then.
Yeah, watch her.
Now, what do you do? Let's press it.
You have
What
to
I
make
want
a
to know is where did
request.
you get Tommy Chong from? It's
I
gotta
don't
be
know. Is there a search right there on the top? It says search.
Yeah, no, it should be under comedians though. So let me do.
Potheads.
Oh,
Wasn't there an actor with the last name Tomlinson?
Lily?
Like there was.
Lily Tomlinson.
Yeah.
No, it was Lily Tomlin.
Tomlin. Yeah, it was Tomlin.
There's Tommy right there.
One
Living
ringy
legend.
dingy, two ringy dingies, three ringy dingies.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Huh.
a little switchboard. Laughing, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I also like the one where she was in the big rocking chair. She was like a little kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not that
What
I'm
happened
gonna.
to
I'm not.
Joanne Worley?
Oh, jeez. Something about her. She bothered me. That wacky
Yeah.
craziness. She was just annoying.
I don't see where you can buy a sack from Tommy Chong.
Did you give him a 5 rating?
You gotta ask Paul.
It says reviewed by Drone Bomb. See the D?
Does it say that?
February 26th.
Oh, yeah.
Truly happy with the outcome of this cameo. Tommy, you did great. Just word of advice when you say
Danny Bonaduce.
I did not know this was a thing.
Makes two of us.
I don't think that's drone bomb.
No, it's not. I don't know what the hell Dogecoin is.
Dogecoin. Come on now.
Dogecoin.
Damn. Look at this guy. He's old looking.
What is it?
84.
Dogecoin. What is it?
It's like Bitcoin.
Oh. Tommy's 84?
I think up there.
Holy shit.
About right.
Dang.
Canadian. Canadian born, Chinese dad, and Canadian mom.
Oh, look. 4 easy payments with a firm.
What?
That friggin' company is everywhere.
Are you telling me I just spent $1,500 on a DJI drone? I could have got Tommy Chong to talk for a half an hour.
In 4 easy payments.
And 4 easy payments.
No, it's only 2 minutes. Where's a half hour?
I don't think Tommy Chong could put a sentence together.
I don't even care. All I want to see is him fire one up and just blah.
$2.99 for a chat. How long do you chat?
2 minutes. Maybe.
$2.99. What the hell would I say to Tommy Chong? Liked your movie.
Okay, let's see if one of the Trump boys is on there.
What's
Now that would be worthwhile because she is funny as shit.
Quarter Light Crisis?
Oh God, you have to watch that. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it.
All proceeds go to LA Food Bank. That's nice of her.
That is. She's super cute. I mean, she's as old as one of my daughters, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Pig.
Right? Pig.
I'm just kidding, Matt. Don't get upset.
Ah.
No, I sometimes watch either commercials or even the newscasters. I'm like, damn, she looks like a baby.
What do they got in reality TV? Do we know anybody in reality TV?
Reality TV is not reality.
It's only make believe.
You know, that's like you keep telling these people, they don't believe it. It's real.
Okay. In reality TV, there's 3,000 people you can choose.
Yeah, Jim, I feel like you could do this, and you could get these cameos to say wacky stuff.
Dude, I've actually seen this chick. She was on the 90 Day Fiancé, where they get married in 90 days.
She's an idiot then. She must be a moron.
No, she had lupus or something.
To be on that
Can
show?
you pay for them to come on your live? Can you pay for them to come on your live?
I don't know.
You should try that.
Don't need that. We get Pizza Hut delivery fellas on for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Ron's house.
Jim, you should have Matt do a video of him just walking around with his goggles and his controller in his hand.
That was great.
Maybe have him dry heave a couple of times, you know.
You just walk into something once or twice.
And he's walking around. And then get a shot of him with that tiny hawk crashing into the side of a building or something, or stuck on a roof or something, and him out there with a palm frond trying to rake it off of there.
Rake it off, yeah.
With his goggles on, heaving.
I should have, like, I don't know, maybe some porridge or some shit in my mouth and go
porridge.
Oh,
throw it out. And they go, I love FPV with it all down here.
I thought that was just a Goldilocks thing.
in your mouth.
Hey Matt, what kind of other drones do you have? You've got Mavics and stuff like that, don't you?
Yeah.
Why don't you do a hyperlapse of you just wandering around in an open field with those FPV goggles on, holding a controller, just wandering around, just doing your
and falling over.
Jim, that link, 6 hours, 31 minutes. You should have found it, no problem.
I was on it.
You should have played it.
You told
That's all right.
me.
It's okay. It's okay. But I just went back to it.
You said go further.
6 hours, 31.
That's what she said, Jim.
Yeah, and I couldn't help her out there.
You couldn't help her out.
It is what it is.
Oh, I just noticed that the Carol Baskins is on there. Jim, you need Carol Baskins.
Who's she?
Oh my god.
Where's she from?
Oh, you know where she's from.
I got to see her. Wait a minute.
Carol Baskins.
I know the name.
Did you not watch The Tiger King? Come on, dude.
Yes.
Tiger?
Nope.
Yeah. She was. What a criminal she is.
Oh, God.
Where is she?
None of you have watched The Tiger King on Netflix. Please do yourself a favor and go and watch that. It will blow your mind what kind of people we have living in our country.
The guy's in jail for what?
Already
7
know
years?
what kind of people that are living in your country.
Now wait a minute. This guy got put in jail for supposedly hiring somebody to murder her for $3,000.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, it goes way further than that, but you have to watch it.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Tigers
Send 'em
bit
in.
off people's arms.
See, intended Joe Exotics intended murder.
Married two dudes. Two.
Both disappeared.
Two. No, they're both still alive.
No, the one guy is gone. They never found him.
No, he shot himself on camera. You didn't see that part? In
What
front
if-
of the dude, and the other dude was like, because
No, her first husband.
oh yeah, he's gone.
He's
But
gone.
Joe
Never found-
Exotic's one husband shot himself because he didn't know that the one Ruger kept one in the chamber and he pulled the
Oh,
trigger.
what an idiot.
I did not see that. Where'd you see that?
You have to watch Tiger King. They'll show it.
I watched it.
You watch it all the way through and pay attention.
Jesus.
The one guy that was doing his presidential run, his campaign in 2016, was sitting there with the camera that was facing him, and he was like, "Hey, dude, watch this!" Ha ha ha! Bam! And he pops cap in his own head, and the dude was just like,
Did that really happen?
"Yeah."
No, that's what the dude was like. Did that just really happen?
There was no tigers then, but you know.
I remember in like 93 or 92, some politician was on air and they were doing news broadcast and he killed himself. He started waving the gun and he goes, stay back. And he just put it in. Boom.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I like the professional wrestler chick, Maria, what is that? Kanellis? She looks okay.
Toby Lahren? Oh, wow.
She's a
Michael
wrestler.
Cohen? You can get Michael Cohen to say stuff?
Who the hell's Michael Cohen?
What?
Michael Cohen.
He's one of Trump's lawyers.
It's Marty's brother.
Andrew Dice
That's
Clay.
Trump.
Yeah, he was one of Trump's lawyers. They got sold up the river.
He got sold up the river?
That's
Didn't he
right.
get out?
God, yeah.
He got out though, didn't he? Or no?
Yeah, Trump pardoned him.
Yeah, pardon.
Fucking Carrot Top.
That guy was funny looking.
Chuck Liddell? Holy crap. Ric Flair? Woo!
Nature boy.
My God.
When you a has been and you need something to do.
And you ain't busy, yeah.
This blows my mind. I didn't know you could get people to do this kind of crap for you.
There's not a lot of acting going on in the last year.
We should go. No, they won't let us, right? You got to be famous or something. Hey, Billy Boyd.
Lord of the Rings.
Don't know.
Don't know.
What?
Tom.
You go to the hippo? Are you-
Jesus, animals. See,
a happy side dish?
you got to be kidding me, man. This is a new law in society.
Wait. There was that midget that's on the go down. Or
Little
no,
person.
Oh no, that was Mick Foley. Sorry. He looks like him.
He does look like him from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Have a look at that. shit.
Jamie Farr.
Oh man, Jamie Farr from MASH.
Yeah.
What? Where?
Where?
He's still alive.
He's under actors.
Oh,
Barry Williams from the Brady Bunch.
Boy,
Not that that gets you anywhere.
shit.
Oh,
Hey
you
guys,
know your own
I've got
thing.
to nick off. I'll have to speak to you a bit later, eh?
we all do. I'm going to kill the feed.
Hannah,
Anybody's, if you're still here from YouTube, thank you. We're going to.
We got 10 watching. There's six of
Hey
us.
Matt, remember hyperlapse? You walking around doing that same dance
I'll
around
pay for that.
big open thing,
I think that's a good idea.
and then a good, really, really good long.
Guys love that. round two. Missed the spot.